Good morning and welcome to Madden Daily Drops. Wait a minute, that's not where we are tonight. Sorry about that. Good evening, guys, and welcome to Friday Night Football here, presented by Mudhead in partnership with Grubhub. I'm here with my guy, Bugs. How's it going tonight, man?
It's going great, man. I'm excited to call some very good, entertaining Madden tonight. I think this is going to be probably the most fun I've ever had, just being able to watch some amateur Madden, some guys that we have never seen before.
Yeah,
I'm excited to call some games with my guy Goo, man. This is going to be fun.
I can't wait, man. Mudhead, as always, rolled out the red carpet for me, so big shout out and big thanks to Mudhead having me out to do this. I couldn't be more excited. This is kind of the community end of a tournament style tonight. We don't have anybody out there that's been out in the tournament scene before. No big names out there. This is all about the community, and a 16-team bracket. 16 guys tonight are going to be going for this $1,000 prize pool, which is no different than you guys have had here on Friday nights.
Yeah, this one wasn't necessarily invite only. This one was opened up. Normally the structure is invite only, but this one was opened up to the community. These 16 guys jumped on it, and here we go. I can't identify really any of these names on this list, but that's fine. I can probably see like one or two on there that I've seen through Twitch or on Twitter, but for the most part, none of these guys I've ever seen before. We get to see some interesting men tonight.
I think you're in for some unique football tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Frozen Bones up top here, all the way down to Metal Mike 526. A name that sticks out, the only one that I know off of this list from the past and from Twitch is Digital Champion. Looking forward to seeing him go up against Top Dog 23 here. But like we said, a unique style brand of football tonight, I think. It might be some plays some guys haven't seen. Might have be used to seeing in competitive Madden. Probably not tonight, though. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it should be a really fun night of Madden right now. I'm curious to see what formations that we're going to see the most often. My guess right now is I form. I'm guessing I'm going to go on a limb and say I form is going to be the formation we see the most.
I love I form. That's some blue collar, Midwest type football. I love them. Northeast Ohio type football. I form all game long. All we used to run up there. So tonight's going to be no different. Also, a little information for the chat. And you guys, drops are active tonight. So the Madden drops are active for showing up. So thank you guys for that. We'll have those to your console. They'll have them to your console. Pretty much, it's pretty soon. I think it's pretty soon. They pop up on the
It
console.
goes active as soon as the games go live, so that will be in about
good
in about 23 minutes or so. Hopefully, my math isn't that bad. But
Scott told me there would be no math tonight. Scott Cole told me there would be no math.
There will be no math, but what we will be doing is placing our Grubhub order for tonight. Huge shout out to our sponsor Grubhub for supporting the Madden community. They're not just supporting pros. They're not just supporting streamers or YouTubers. They're supporting the Madden community. And that's a beautiful thing. So where are we ordering from tonight again?
Hey, Grubhub. So we're here at below the radar. A little spin on under the radar here. It's some pub style food is what we're looking at here this evening. Hey, big shout out to the chat. Already super active tonight. Haven't seen Bug saying he hasn't seen the chat like this for a long time over there. So thanks again for the support here for Mudhead and Grubhub for tonight's Friday Night Football.
And chat, we're gonna make you guys involved. If you see something on the menu that normally, if you haven't been here before, typically what we like to do is we like to let the chat get involved, let you guys, pick something on the menu that you think may be interesting. If you know anything about me, I'm the health nut guy, and so people typically try to pick something crazy for
Where's
me.
the wheatgrass section? Is there wheatgrass
There
down
is no
here
wheatgrass
somewhere?
section on this one.
Okay.
I let you choose this one today, so
I went right for the fried food, knowing that you just love the fried food.
Yeah, so chat, please. Throw out some stuff right now, and we'll start throwing some stuff in the bag, and we'll get that order in.
Already in the chat, I'm seeing bacon, pancakes, and coffee. I don't know if they got that on here.
People typically throw out things that aren't even on the menu.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Diablo chicken dinner.
That Diablo looks good, bro. Not
Okay,
bad.
throw the Diablo on there. We'll throw that in there.
Where'd it go?
You scroll past it.
All right.
It's right there.
It is.
Right
We're gonna secure the bag right now. There we go. Add the
Okay,
bag.
fish and chips. I see a fish and chips out there.
Oh, we'll have a little fish and chips this evening. Can we add it to the bag? No. Add it to the bag. Fish and chips. Oh, we got to choose a sauce. We got to do the tartar. We don't want the malt vinegar smell up in here. All
No,
night
yeah,
long.
I don't want to sit.
We're good.
Yeah, we don't need the malt vinegar in the room.
All right, so we've got the fish and chips. What else? What's the chat saying? What are they saying?
And the portobello burger.
Ooh, where did she go here? Portobello burger. Add bacon.
Add bacon. Portobello burger. Add bacon.
There it is.
All right,
There
chat.
it is. There's no add bacon for the chat. Oh man, no add coffee.
Where you
That's
see?
all right.
It's not on there. Is there already on the burger?
Might be already on there. I don't know. We got to get it for the bacon crew. Though.
Put in a special instruction.
Special, yeah.
Chat said add bacon.
Chat, bacon crew. All right, there we go. House cut fries. Bang, bag secured. Let's
Appreciate
go.
you guys for helping us pick the order. And you too. Right now, before the games start, we have about 20 minutes before the games go live.
Yep.
So put in that coupon code touchdown to get $10 off of any order, off your first order, I should say, of $15 or more.
Yeah, Grubhub is the nation's largest online food delivery company with 95,000 restaurants in over 1,700 cities. And Boog said redeem that offer using promo code touchdown for $10 off your first ever Grubhub order of $15 or more. So big shout out to Grubhub.
All right, and we'll catch you guys in about 20 minutes.
Cool. We will return.
Burgers, donuts, niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
In an era of
Hey guys, welcome back to Friday Night Football here from the Mutthead headquarters. First of all, big shout out to the chat. Unbelievable support tonight out there, guys. Love seeing everybody out there chopping it up as usual for the Madden Daily Drop stream. But in here, the same energy, the same positivity. We've brought it over here to the Mudhead stream tonight. Huge shout out to you guys. We have a reveal for you, right? Are we going right to the reveal?
Going right to the reveal.
We got some cool stuff here, guys. Even I have heard the screams for Juju Smith-Schuster. My eye goes immediately to Juju right there.
Juju, hey, I mean, guys, like, you know, we got a lot of Steelers fans out there. That I'm sure guys want to be able to put that sprinter on their Juju, and then what's his stock speed, like 94 on the best card?
Yeah.
So you're like 94.
He's going to be competitive up there with those really high speed receivers now.
Yeah, you gotta get that Juju faster. I know from the competitive side, a lot of us been dying for a Derwin James.
Yeah,
we need that Derwin in our life. I know for sure. I can't wait to get that Derwin on my team, build him up a little bit. You need somebody to put in the flats to go ahead and knock some heads off.
Yeah, the man's got that rare mix of speed, size, and hit power and coverage. Does everything out there. Mutt also just put out the tweet saying that there was a Derwin James limited tie-dye coming out as well tomorrow. So look for those tie-dyes back in packs for a short iteration tomorrow. Anybody that has played Ultimate Team last season will know the tie-dyed players are worth more quick sell. They look the same. They play the same. But they're going to give you that high quick sell if you do happen to score one of those guys out of the pack. So those power-ups coming your way, those limiteds coming your way.
Yeah, we have some great stuff like that. It's about that time to get to the action. But also, guys, we do have a giveaway. We have a huge giveaway. We're giving away. We have 5 giveaways today. I'm making sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. Yeah, 5 giveaways today. So we have the J.J. Watt.
Yep.
Then we have the...
I'm going to keep you honest here. I got the list.
Ultimate Legend. All right, I'm going to test my memory. Ultimate Legend Moss.
Yep, check.
Ultimate Legend Steve Young.
Check.
Ultimate Legend Ed Reed.
Bang.
And the Tier 4 egg.
And you said Watt already. Tier 4 egg, 100% for my man Bugs.
And then we have the big kahuna.
And then the kahuna to figure it out.
Then we have the kahuna.
At
the end of the stream, we will be doing the big kahuna where you'll get all 4 of those.
Wheatgrass does build memory, I heard.
Yes, wheatgrass builds memory. That's what I do. You know, it helps me to be able to remember stuff like this.
You know, we're not getting out of here without doing a kahuna giveaway as well, Bugs. But like you said, we're right here already into the action tonight. Pretty psyched about this. Let's just recap here real quick. We got a community type tournament going on tonight. This isn't those usual competitors, those big names that you see out there running rampant in Madden. These guys are from the community. They're from Mudhead. They had some pretty specific things that they had to meet to be considered a community guy from Mudhead. And here we have our first game between Top Dog 23 and Digital Champion.
And this is the only name that I recognize on this bracket, and the reason why I recognize his name is because from Twitter and Twitch.
Yep.
You know, I've seen his name on Twitch. I've seen his name on Twitter. And everyone else on this bracket, I've never seen these names before. These are just community guys, which I love this because now I get to see what the community guys are out here doing. You know, it gives me a different glimpse of what guys are doing instead of the typical bunch tight end, the trips tight ends of the world.
Digital Champion, a Twitch guy out there, so certainly if you see his profile out there, give him a click, give him a follow. He's got some great branding out there and is on the grind. No different here in this game of Madden first quarter. On the drive already, 2nd and 10. Very early in the first quarter here. Kind of tough to pull anything out of the game so far, but like you said, it's kind of some unique situations I think we're going to be taking a look at today.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of PA post shot here. This is from the Y trips formation. I like it. This is a formation that my guy Dub Dot likes to run quite a bit. I just actually saw him running it last night, but this is a very tough play to play. He was just running some PA cross shot. It's a really good play. That crossing route kind of beats pretty much every coverage, and so you can really kind of attack people deep, and then as long as you have a nice combination underneath, you can really attack your opponent and give them some problems.
Yeah, and Antonio Gates, that nice mix of size and speed. Oh man, sack for a big loss there by M. Green. That was Mean Joe just doing some work right there.
Yeah, and then now on defense, I'm seeing some 3-4 solid. I haven't seen much 3-4 solid in the competitive side of Madden.
Right. Yep.
And that's what I was saying, where this is just going to be an exciting tournament because I'm going to see all kinds of stuff. I mean, Digital looks like he's coming. Either he picked this play and just hiding his play, or he's coming out in field goal. He is. Hey, this is another thing that
his opponent.
This is another thing you don't see on the competitive side. He brought a kicker to the party.
Right.
We don't bring kickers to the party.
Right.
We don't waste cap on kickers.
There is no
but
punting.
he's spending cap on the kicker and he's punting the ball. You don't see punting from our end as well. So I'm loving this part already. This is exciting right here.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong for the viewers. We are playing in Mutt Unlimited right now, so they can play anything they want. They can bring whoever they want to the field. There is no cap. They can bring all the power-ups. They can bring all the Mosses. They can bring all the Vics if they want to.
You know, he's bringing it all to the table. And, you know, no matter what, when it comes to us, we still don't have a kicker. We still don't have a punter.
Right.
That's the last thing we're spending cap or coin on. That's the very last thing.
It's 4-down territory every game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then digital champion with the lurk with Jamal Adams.
Adams, man, huge presence out there on the field in real life and on the Ultimate Team field. Had the height to get up there and just snatch that thing. Great field position here. All right, Digital coming out, and let me see. What's he looking like here? Is that the...
It's a little bit of deuce close action right here. And then it looks like on defense, his opponent is in either 4-3 or 4-6. He has his players moved out. I'm guessing 4-3, though. Probably like a 4-3 odd or 4-3 under.
We got Gronk in motion there, but had the defense slip right through the trenches right there pretty easily.
And then, chat, we have our very first winner of the J.J. Watt giveaway. Woo! Sorry, a sneeze came out of nowhere and it didn't want to come out. That's one of the worst things ever. But yeah, Steve 4829 is our very first winner. Check your whispers, claim your prize. We typically give around 15 minutes or so for you to claim your prize. So yeah, Steve 4829, go ahead and claim your prize.
Do you remember what I like about J.J. Watt in Ultimate Team? He has catch rating. I don't know if you knew that or not, but he was.
I did not know that.
They secretly boost his catch rating back there. So that's a guy that, with his bulk, I've dropped back in the cover to surprise some people with back there. Actually,
Yeah,
we might see that this tournament.
Yeah,
not too many competitors.
I need to see it.
That might happen tonight.
J.J. Watt has at least 2 or 3 touchdowns
That's
in
what
real
I'm
life,
saying.
right?
He's got some hands.
He has a couple touchdowns in real life, so get my guy J.J. out there. J.J. Watt is a freak athlete.
Have you ever seen him do the box jumps? Literally can jump like 6 feet straight up in the air.
It's ridiculous for such a big dude.
Oh, whoa, spin cycle by Peyton Manning there, or Walter Payton there, excuse me. I wish we had Peyton in there, but Walter Payton taking the handoff there and getting out of the first tackle with a spin there, but taking a lick on the second one.
Okay, so I want to see what he's going to run here. If he's going to, I'm taking a guess that Digital is probably going to go with 3 straight runs here. Just with the fact that he's setting up everything, he just went aggressive on his running. So I'm expecting him to run the ball 3, maybe even 4 straight times to try to get into the end zone, and just going to trust those big bodies he has.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing from his halfback core here, he's definitely got the talent to punch it in here. He's got Steve Young at quarterback, is what it's looking like here.
Oh, then we get a hit stick fumble.
Fumble on the goal line, turnover. Does it look like Digital came up with that one?
I mean, this Mean Joe Green is he's just causing havoc. I mean, even though Mean Joe Green wasn't the one that made the tackle there, he was the one that really kind of caused for him to run into a hit stick, because Mean Joe Green instantly shed it, forced the runner to have to cut to the left, and then he ran right into a hit stick.
We got Digital back there using Adams again. Probably going to be lurking around here. Yeah, covering that crosser, and we got a safety
and
to
Top
start
Dog
off.
takes a sack, and we got Lawrence Taylor.
LT putting the points on the board for the first score of the game. Not the LT you would think would be putting the points on the board, but the Lawrence Taylor version of LT putting some points on the board. Digital's got to make a move here.
Okay, we have Andre Roberts on special teams. I want to know, with it being MUT Unlimited, I want to know if he's actually using this Andre Roberts on the field. It looks like he possibly is, because I see number 19 on the play call screen. No, that is not Andre Roberts. That is Keyshawn Johnson. So he only has Andre Roberts doing what he does in real life, which is special teams. The way that we use him in the competitive community, he's an actual starter for us.
Keyshawn. I miss Keyshawn in the booth, man. Not in the booth, but in the he used to be on TV just all the time. Was it his segment for the Come On Man? I think that was Keyshawn, right?
He used to do the Come On Man.
Yeah.
But I think Chris Carter started the segment.
That's what he got involved.
But Keyshawn kind of took it to a different level.
Let me see. He just had a recent draft item come out as well, and that Keyshawn is one of the best.
Yeah, he looks really tough
in Ultimate Team.
He looks really tough. I need to test him out.
I think a lot of people let him go under the radar because they don't think he has size, but he is a big receiver out there on the field. All right, so we got Digital here driving down the field right now. Got himself a 1st and 10. I think he just took it across midfield here. Yep, didn't manage to take it across half field, but he's working on that now.
So my guy Digital already has that Steve Young out there. He's already putting Steve Young to work. He's not in the chat waiting for that giveaway. He said he ain't got time for that. He's just going to get right to it. He put him on the field immediately.
Yo, this offensive line is having some breakdowns for Digital right now. We're having guys come off the edge. There's that limited Peppers right there, one of the most diverse players on the defensive side on any Ultimate Team, coming in and making the tackle for a loss.
All right, so we getting a little bit of 3-4 show blitz, where Top Dog's basically showing blitz like he's going to either send the house or he's going to back them all back and play coverage. He's backing them all back and playing coverage.
Look at this Antonio Gates. Look at this Antonio Gates. Wide open right there. What a
nice dot to Antonio Gates.
Man's got some speed. That Antonio Gates has always had some speed, and he's got a power-up, it looks like, coming out tomorrow if I didn't see that.
Yeah, he has one of the power-up cars. Antonio Gates, a Detroit, Michigan product like myself.
There you go. There you go. Our chant in Cleveland is at least we're not Detroit. So,
and in Michigan, we always say that Ohio wants to be Michigan, but
I can't believe that we've got a Buckeye and a Wolverine at the desk here. Who arranged this? Hey, big again shout out to the chat. Great, amazing seeing everybody show up tonight out here for some community competitive Madden. It's so much fun. I'm so honored to be here again. Thanks to Mudhead for bringing me out here for the community-centric tournament, man.
When they mentioned that I'll be doing it with you today, I was like, man, that's gonna be really dope. I know the community has been clamoring for it. If only I could be be a rock star like you, man. If only I can be a rock star like you.
Bugs, you've got a fan base out there. You've got T-shirts. I don't have T-shirts. Okay, so I mean, there's definitely that.
We need the goose shirts.
You've got sponsorships and stuff too, man. I'm telling you, you're on your way, bro. Don't even worry about it. All right, so Digital Champion's offensive line is letting him down here right now. I don't know whether that's a combination of Young just not being able to get the ball out of his hand quick enough, but this defensive line right now for Digital is just really
nice
putting
dot.
on the clinic. Oh man, that's a shame.
I don't know if it looked like he may have highballed it there, and maybe if he was just do it the regular way, he probably would have got a nice little toe tap in the back of the end zone. But Madden has a lot to do with muscle memory, and guys will kind of just get into a habit of highballing. And then you don't even think about it sometimes, and you have to kind of control your mind and say, you know what? You do not need the highball in this situation.
It definitely looked within reach. He had the cornerback beat. He had the corner of the end zone wide open right there. So, hopefully he can overcome that. He did get himself 3 points here to it's 5-0 now, so that's looks more like a baseball score.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's
score.
baseball season right now. They're trying to replicate a baseball score.
Chat's wondering where the food from Grubhub is, and my stomach is wondering the same thing.
We had a very interesting order today.
We
had the Big George burrito. Was that what
it was? Cajun chicken something?
Yeah, something like that.
Can't wait. All right, we got Top Dog squeezing through there just to regain his few yards he lost there before. That was I think he's running Pat Mahomes is what it looks like. We're kind of we have to kind of just pick out these lineups tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a sheet in front of us going over the lineups, so we're kind of trying to figure it out as we go on here, as well as you are. But you can
we got a little wildcat action. I like it.
I see it.
I like it. I'm loving this. I don't get to see stuff like this on the regular.
The
Okay.
double stumble and the recovery. Oh, I was feeling a spin right there.
Yeah, I need him to spin, or I need him to just run him over.
Right, one or the
run him
other.
smooth over. Don't waste no time. Put on a show for the people. This is why they watch.
I like the Wildcat, though. How much Wildcat are you seeing in competitive Madden?
None, pretty much. Aside from actually, Saya Joe brought it out at the Madden Challenge a couple weeks ago. He ran it, and he scored 1 touchdown. He didn't have that much success running it, but he did run it a couple of times to try to break it out.
My guy in the chat, Real B. Wilson, formerly Mutt Wieners, is a big Wildcat guy. The guy, I can't stand it. I got to be honest with you. Trying to always fight Wildcat. Tell you what. So I'm surprised we don't see it more a little bit, but it worked for him on that play. He certainly had the double stumble that he recovered from. So some stick skills on that end of things. And here he's on the drive trying to get past midfield into
All right.
digital
I feel like
space
we
there.
need to create the I-form counter right now because this is the very first time we've seen it. I called it. I said that this was going to be the formation that we see the most. Let's see if we see I-form the most today. So I'm calling it right now. If somebody in the chat can keep it up for me, let's start the I-form counter to kind of start the counter and prove me right, please.
Love it. Love it. Here we got your I-form right as ordered right here.
Well,
Let's see what
number
happens.
2.
And drops back to pass. Got a little room to scramble. Not much. A little stiff arm there from our guy, Pat Mahomes. Squeaks out another extra yard there.
All right, and once again, we're bringing the punter out. Already, the game is starting off very interesting. We've had a couple punts. We've had a safety.
Head stick fumble on the goal line. I mean, it's as promised right now, Bugs.
Okay, nice spin.
Here we go.
Digital champion trying to make a statement.
Digital's listening right now. He might be listening. He's like,
Yeah.
"You want some spin? You want some spins? We got some spins."
You know, the crazy thing is Digital commented on one of my tweets today and said that I'm excited to see you commentate me getting first rounded. So far, Digital is in full control over this game right now, and he has a very good chance of pulling this game out. Top Dog hasn't shown the ability to move the ball on Digital.
Yeah, and I mean, the game's almost half over here. I mean, we're closing in on the end of the first half with a very wacky score of 0-5. We got Digital trying to put some more points on the board here before we call it a
Cross
half.
mouse open. He takes it.
The GOAT. What a catch by the GOAT. What a throw by Digital. Not bad there at all.
It wasn't Johnson on the back of that jersey.
Yeah. Detroit speaks again. Hey, if I had to have Megatron or Rice, I mean, it's pretty tough, man. I mean, that's going to be first of all, Jerry Rice unfollowed me on Twitter, so I think that's an immediate.
You already don't even like that guy.
An immediate Megatron I'm going to take for my team. So.
Okay, we got the route cams. I honestly like this route combination. If he motion snaps that backside post, it would have been better because the spacing would have been better. But doesn't matter.
Just a little too late release there. He had him, I think, for the first couple seconds, but a late throw in there, out of bounds, sails out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now from the 42-yard line.
Someone in the chat is calling an 8-6 ball game. That's the prediction right now.
So that's a field goal and then either a missed extra point or 2 field goals.
Yes.
By Top Dog.
So,
oh man, that was close.
Yeah. Chat, please throw in the predictions right now. What are you guys calling for this first game? What do you think the score will be? The ending score will be of this first game?
I like your prediction. That's going to be the most fun because there's a couple of ways that we can get to that score, and I think it's also a very realistic score.
Yeah,
as
very
well.
realistic.
This ain't going to be. I don't think we're going to see 28-21 to finish this one out. We'll see though.
Smirnoff, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. If you have never been in one of the streams before, this is Friday Night Football, the Saturday edition, where this is the community tournament. Huge interception. The Night Train laying another Detroit Lion
nice
product.
little juke out of his shoes there too. Very nice. All right. Well, last minute score here for Top Dog before we close out the half.
Possibly he could get that first 3 points that guys are predicting. I don't think he's going to get a touchdown, but I do think it's possible for him to get
about 25 yards, 20 yards for a good field goal try here. And see what he does. He's got empty backfield, dropping back. Got the crosser going short, but he's looking for his man deep, and he gets intercepted. That might be that new Ed Reed. But man, ball hawk back there. Little juke step, little stutter step. 3 seconds left on the clock, but I thought he might have had a chance there. I thought Top Dog might have had a chance there, but Ed Reed goes up and hawks it.
Top Dog just wanted to take a chance. He just wanted to throw it up there and give his receiver a shot. When you're playing unlimited, you have these goon receivers, these goon running backs, all these goon players. You want to give them a shot.
Yeah, I mean, go up and get the ball. A lot of these guys, they've got the speed, they've got the height, they've got new Randy Mosses running around out there that can go up and get that kind of ball. I didn't even see who he was throwing to there, but Ed Reed cut off that pass and picked it right off. It's pretty sweet. There we go. The half was over, and we're starting in here into the second half with Top Dog 0 with Digital 5. We got Digital kicking off to Top Dog right now out of the back of the end zone, so we're going to start this one off on the 20-yard line of Digital.
Man, this has been an interesting first half so far. We've seen so many different formations already. We're seeing some interesting play calls. These guys are taking risks.
I mean, we saw Wildcat.
Yeah,
We've
seen Wildcat.
Who do we got running the ball back here? Is that
Ricky
Ricky
Williams? And we have the second fumble of the ball game.
I was about to pay some serious homage to Ricky Williams. I'll just keep that in my pocket for now because he just took it on the nose right there by LT. LT all over the field already. Was that Night Train also picking up?
Night Train with the recovery. Yeah. I wonder if he's on aggressive. I remember Top Dog going on. I mean, not Top Dog. Digital I believe went on.
Run, right?
He went to aggressive and fumbled. I believe on the first play that he called.
Peyton had some.
And I don't know if he
there.
ever turned it off.
Walter had some good space. Just couldn't squeak through there. But yeah, it was very, very close. All right, 2nd and 6. We got Digital on the drive right now, trying to put up some more points. He's got 5 right now from a safety and a field goal. Looking like good field position here. That Gronk could be a danger here on that crosser. What do you think? Oh, no. Kicks it off to the...
Yeah, when the last time he ran this particular play, he kind of just rolled out towards the corner route and tried to throw it late to the corner route, but he hasn't had much success with that play so far. He's ran it maybe 3 or 4 times. He had one successful play, and then the other couple times it didn't really work out too well.
Got Johnson and Johnson out there, Rice and Antonio Gates at tight end. We got Walter Payton in the backfield and Steve Young at quarterback. Nice little run up the middle here, draw by Walter. Not too shabby there.
Yeah.
Didn't get the first down, but got some yards. Going to get that field goal and get out of here with the 3.
Honestly, I'm not mad at that call at all. You're in a situation where your opponent hasn't shown the ability to go downfield at all. So why risk throwing an interception on your end? Don't do anything risky. Run the ball. If you get the first down, great. If you don't, take some clock, kick you 3, make it an 8-point game. Now your opponent has to go for 2.
Yep, just one score is not going to, one touchdown not going to do it here from Top Dog. He's going to have to score 2 times to overcome Digital's lead he's built here in the third quarter. He's going to come out and try to do that right now.
All right, this is going to be a very interesting drive. I'm curious whether Top Dog, if he gets into a situation where he's in like a 4th and 5, 4th and 8, does he punt the ball or does he go for it? Now that he's down 8 points.
Ooh, we got Allen coming out of the backfield right there. Like he has a rocket strapped to his back. It was only good for 3. I thought he was going to squeak a little more out there. But, yeah, got out of the hole really quick there. He's got Ricky back in now. Hopefully he can hold on to the ball here for him. He's got a bunch of tight ends over there to the right to block.
Great read right there, but then great tackle by one of the better safeties, Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor, probably the best safety in Ultimate Team.
He's the GOAT in Ultimate Team.
Yeah,
he's the GOAT in Ultimate Team.
I got to be honest. I wanted to put that Brian Dawkins in there and replace him last week. Just could not do it. That Sean Taylor still reigns supreme.
Yeah, Sean Taylor. He's just different. I say it all the time. I just feel like certain cars just have the built-in coding where they just play different, and Sean Taylor's one of those guys.
Dude, you and me say the same thing. It's been that way over the years. There's something about some guys. It doesn't matter what their ratings are at the back. It's their character model. It's their dice rolls. It's their animations. I don't know exactly what it is, but they seem to always get them. Guys like Eric Berry. Eric Berry plays past his ratings every single time I put him out there on the field. Just kind of has that
Huge
sauce.
sack.
Yeah, this Lawrence Taylor is just a monster. He's all over the field right now, man.
Yeah, and I just got my answer. 4th and 7. He decides to go for it. Lawrence Taylor just kills the left tackle, makes his way around.
You got
gets
to
a
go.
sack.
You got to go for it in that, though, man. You got to go for it at that. There's just you don't think he can come back, basically, at that point. He doesn't have enough time. He had to go for it on that 4th and 7. But he's bringing some heat on the other side of the ball. He's going to try and get that ball back, put some points on the board. He can't get out of here with a goose egg. I'm rooting for you, Top Dog. We got to get you out of here with the field goal at least, my man.
Yeah, you got to put some. At a certain point, it's not even about winning the game anymore. It's about pride. You just want to make sure you walk away with scoring. You don't want to get skunked. Are we going all out verticals?
I was seeing that.
Oh, I need you to go back to 3 streets. Let's go. No underneath route. Let's just go.
Just one underneath here for the boys.
Nice dot.
Oh,
Great
splits
decision.
the defense. Nice one, man.
Burgers, donuts, niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
Cry. Oh, man. Just shout out to the chat. I was just sitting here talking the Bugs, man. You guys are absolutely amazing. Rough couple of weeks in the McFadden household, but you guys are completely just turning it up for me, man. I love you guys so much. Great to be out here calling some games for you. Great to see everybody in chat here, and great to be sitting here with my dude Bugs calling some Madden games.
Yeah, man, it's great to see the love that you're getting in the chat, man. It's much deserved. You've been a part of the community for so long, especially the Mutt community. What you've been doing in the Mutt community is been existing for a while. Like I said, I'm very new to Mutt, and I mean I remember when I made the first live event, and you were one of those people teaching me about Mutt, like all the different things.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand none of that stuff.
I was in the building for 5 years officially, but really out in the community and working with Mudhead, and just out in the community for 5 years before that. So it's really more of like a decade in the community and working with Ultimate Team and Madden. So certainly has been something to overcome here, but I welcome the challenge and looking forward to the future. And this is, I think, a nice little start. Man,
it's a nice
I'm gonna
start.
tell you what. So pretty happy to be here. Friday night football with Mudhead, sponsored by Grubhub, and we've got some football action tonight. I mean, I'm not going to go here and say we've got some amazing football action here. We've got some entertaining football action,
and that's
here.
all you can ask for. It's some high quality entertainment. Guys taking chances, taking some high risk plays. Just going at it.
Here's what's not different, Bugs. That prize purse, right?
Exactly.
$1,000, just like any other Friday night, right?
$1,000 is just the same. Although there aren't any competitive guys in this event, there are no pros, no one that's participated in a Friday night football event, no one that's participated in a Mudhead event, none of that. No MCS guys. This is just the community. This one is for the community, and it's exciting.
I think it's great because you've come to see a lot of these guys. Nice little pass over the middle there, by the way. All right, we have reached the fourth quarter,
Get
guys.
your
Let's
fours
get
in
your
the
fours
chat.
in the chat.
If you're a sub, make sure you get those fours in the chat.
Yeah, so fourth quarter, we got our guy Top Dog's got some work to do here. He just made a great pass right down the seam, though. Picked up some yards. We have got to erase this goose egg for Top Dog. That is what I'm rooting for right now. It's 15-0. We're coming up on 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he is on the drive.
If you're a Top Dog, let's say you end up on a 4th and 10 right here. Do you go for it, or do you kick 3 for pride?
I mean, you got to get points on the board. You got to get out of here with at least a trace on the board. I mean, just for respect, you have to be able to show your face on Mudhead tomorrow on the forums. These guys are forum guys. I mean, I would not want to be Top Dog logging in the Mudhead tomorrow, making that first post after scoring no points in the tournament.
Chat, what are you doing? I mean, you're struggling right now. If this is you, Chat, if you're in a struggle fest like this, and you can't get in the end zone, this is your very first time getting pretty much past the 50. I don't know if he's gotten past the 50 yet. What do you do? Do you kick 3 for your pride, or do you go for it here? This may be the very last opportunity at points.
I mean, controllers are expensive these days, so I know if I got out of there with 0, they would probably be broken, and I would have to be replacing it. So I'm going to go with the 3 just for money's sake. So
I wasn't sure if he got that first down there, but he did.
I didn't think he did.
He lives to fight another day.
Yeah,
he lives to fight another day.
Defies what we told him to, goes for it, gets the first down, and is going to be working to put 7 up on the board here. Yeah, the chat's all about taking the 3 and getting out of there. We got a little short drop back, high point pass. Not going to happen in triple coverage with Sean Taylor hitting him back there. I'll tell you what. All right, 2nd and goal. Top Dog coming out here to try and make this thing interesting, at least get 7 on the board here. We got 2 minutes and 54 seconds left. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. He's got just a few more chances here. He's got 2 more chances to put in the end zone. Oh, man.
And he fumbled.
Did he run into Lawrence Taylor again? He did run into Lawrence Taylor again. Don't run to that side of the field, wow. Top Dog. Just run right.
And that just may be his very last chance at points.
Okay, so now what's worse, going for it and converting and then not getting the touchdown, or just taking the 3 back then? Probably would have taken the 3.
Yeah, this one's rough. This one's rough for my guy Top Dog. It's time to fight. Oh,
nice spin to get him out of the end zone there. He was looking almost like Top Dog almost got out of there with 2 points a minute ago. There. That was close. That was close. I'll tell you, player of the game though has got to be
it's the defensive
Taylor.
Players right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now what's standing out to me is the cards. The players that are on the field, the Lawrence Taylor, the Mean Joe Greens.
Yeah.
They're playing to their ratings right now. We're seeing ratings go to work right now.
I mean, that's the way. What a stiff arm by Walter Payton right there. Just for a little more insult to injury. LT just playing like LT should. One of my favorite players in Ultimate Team. You've got to go get yourself the new Lawrence Taylor whenever he comes out. Again, well, we talked about guys that don't play that don't have the stats but play incredible. Lawrence Taylor has the stats and plays incredibly. So just a must-have in competitive Madden. I don't know if there's many competitive Madden teams without a Lawrence Taylor on it. Unless it's man. Ooh. I'm telling you, Top Dog's fighting right here. He wants some points on the board. He's bringing some heat.
Every time you QB sneak, it's one of the more scarier things because your quarterbacks are more likely to fumble the ball. And so when you sneak that thing, it's very scary when you know you're going to get hit. If you know your quarterback's going to get touched, it's a scary thing.
Looks like Digital just trying to run some clock out here and get to the 2-minute warning. I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, it's time to just walk away, milk as much clock as possible. Top Dog he has to have his stuff on aggressive tackling. His coaching adjustments has to be on aggressive tackling because his guys are just coming through banging Digital's running back and his quarterback every time. I don't want to see you run.
Doesn't catch him over the top here for one.
I don't want to see him passing the ball here. Just get out of it. Just get out of this game. Don't do anything risky and potentially cost yourself this game.
Yeah, I mean, run it out, kick it, punt it, give it back to Top Dog, and he's not going to score twice in 2 minutes.
No,
so
he hasn't been able to score pretty much at all, and has struggled to get past the 50-yard line.
I think we're back to passing here. Do we need a direct line to Digital? Digital, we need you to run the ball from here on out. Thank you.
I think he has his phone on do not disturb. He has his phone on D&D. He's not thinking about us right now. He has RB wide open.
Oh, look at that!
He's going to run the score.
I told you he was going to catch him over the top there.
Is Digital going to run the score up, or is Digital just going to kneel the game out?
I mean, this is where you come out. Okay, the best formation. Kneeling. Yeah, he is. There we go. Vic formation. GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat to my guy Digital. GG's to Top Dog. They both fought hard. That is the first game of round 1.
Yeah, if guys go give these two guys a follow on Twitter, or at least find them on Mudhead if you're out there. Tell them good job in the tournament today. Give them lots of love. It's not easy to put yourself out in front of people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So big shout out to Top Dog. I'm just back here lounging, by the way. Don't mind me. I just need a footstool or something.
It's a tough thing when you're. A lot of guys didn't want to play. There were some guys that were nervous because they've never played for this amount of money before, and so they were nervous to play on this type of a stage. You know, when you got $1,000 on the line and you have 5,000 in the building. Shout out to all 5,000 of y'all in the building. And you know, when you have those guys watching you, it's a scary thing sometimes.
Right, like it's the one thing people are actually watching your game and interested in your game, and you feel that pressure. But then let's just add $1,000 on the top of that for some extra pressure. And yeah, just so shout out to the guys to come out and do it out here for you tonight. The community guys, tips the cap to both Digital and Top Dog. Great game. I think we're gonna head over to another one here pretty soon, if not right away. Cool. So let me see who we have on our coming up here.
Yeah, we're gonna actually, as we wait on the next game, we're waiting for the next game to come up. So we're gonna take a quick break.
Okay, sounds good.
Burgers, donuts, Niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
Hey guys, we are back for Friday Night Football. My guy Bugs, your guy Guru. Guys, I haven't said that on a stream forever. Hey, it's your guy Guru. Tonight, just did it. Anyway, we are here. Well, the food has arrived.
Yes, the food has arrived. It is a weekend. We don't normally do this on the weekend. We apologize for the long break. It's kind of hard getting everything through the security and everything like that, through all of the locked doors and all of the different stuff like that, trying to get it up here to the studio.
So I love my shout-out to the chat. Shout-out for being patient, guys. We definitely appreciate it. We got some more Madden community tournament action here. Again, just as a reminder, it's just the community guys from Mudhead going through the bracket. 16. We started with 16 of them.
Started with 16. We're down to 8. We're down to 8. We saw a great first game. It was entertaining. We only saw I-Form twice in the first game.
We only saw Wildcat once, too. I thought we were in store for it a lot, actually. But
it was an interesting first round matchup. I think we are going to be going back to digital, but before we do that, we're going to show you guys the power-ups again.
Yes.
For anyone that's just now coming in, these are the power-ups. This is the reveal. You have Derwin James, Juju, Rick Wagner, Adam Vinatieri, Antonio Gates.
We just saw digital using that Gates on the. Tell you the speed and size. But my eye went to that Roquan. I'm running Chicago Bears defense. I have his standard item in there right now. I'm going to be looking to power that up. So I'm pretty excited about that one myself. I'm telling you, the Chicago Bears chemistry defense is my favorite in the game. There's a lot of names between Kyle Fuller and then that Roquan back there. So one of my favorite things. He was looking forward to that one.
So in this game, we have Digital Champion versus Lacry Motion. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
There you go. Lackery.
So, we have Lacry Motion versus Digital Champion.
Yeah, and we just saw Digital just advance here to the second round last game with much off the play of Mean Joe Green and Lawrence Taylor. But he's driving here right now. We're just pretty much just starting this game here and joining this game. Just starting into the second quarter, 0-0, and Digital threatening here on the goal line.
Yeah, Digital has really had a little bit of success. He's been showing so far that he can move the ball a little bit and get himself into the red zone. We're going to see if he can get in the end zone in this drive. Nice touchdown.
Yes, chat, this is live, by the way. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Just saying.
Burgers, donuts, Niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
All right, back here. 0-7. We got Digital punch it in for that touchdown before we heard from Grubhub.
Huge shout out to Grubhub, man. They're supporting the Madden community and helping us grow this thing out. It's been amazing to watch, and they're supporting the Madden community.
What do you got over there? What'd you get?
So we have the steak wrap thingy that I was told was supposed to be the greatest thing on earth. We have the fish and chips. We have the portobello mushroom burger that the chat called out. And remember, in the special instructions, we typed in, the chat said bacon. And guess what, chat? They followed through. They added the bacon.
We got the bacon. Here we go, guys. Check it out. But the thing about the portobello, it's not a portobello on a burger. It is actually a portobello as the burger. So I think it's supposed to be a vegetarian option that we just totally ruined with bacon, or we made great with bacon. It depends on which side of the fence you're sitting on.
Trust me, I won't be touching that thing. I'm not a fan of mushrooms, although I drink mushroom coffee. It's two totally different things.
This man, mushroom coffee, he told me about this today. Being, the honorary leader of the coffee crew, this blew my mind hearing that somehow mushrooms have made their way in the coffee, but you said it's health purposes, eh?
Yeah, it's health purposes. 100% health purposes why I drink mushroom coffee. It's medicinal mushrooms, stuff like You have different mushrooms like I'm having a brain fart right here. I can't even remember my words right now. You have Rishi's mushrooms. There you go. Rishi's, chaga, cordyceps. I don't know where my mind went for a second, but yes, different stuff like that in there for different reasons. I drink, the cordyceps for stuff like a pre-workout. It gives you energy. It does a lot of different things like that. I use the chaga for helping with healing sickness and different things like that. It builds up your immune system. Then you got reishi that helps me sleep and get through my sleep cycles. So I have different reasons
Chat's
why I
wondering,
use
no
all these
coffee
different
and
things.
grass, though, right? No coffee and grass. It's just the coffee and mushrooms.
Yeah, just coffee and mushrooms.
Awesome. So there you go, Coffee Crew. Try to
Magic
add that
mushroom.
one. Add that one to the
Mushroom
repertoire.
coffee with bacon. I might have to do that. Y'all right.
That doesn't sound. The coffee and bacon I can do. It gets mixed together anyway when it's all said and done. But we have Lackery here at 3rd and 7. He is on defense right now, trying to stop Digital's attack. Digital's been able to move the ball somewhat tonight with the scheme he's using. I think that's kind of maybe giving a little too much credit, but he's definitely moving the ball this evening.
Yeah, he moves the ball. Nice little low ball dot to, I think that was, it might have been Watkins that he threw. Either Watkins or Calvin. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, Sammy Watkins, it might have been. It's a big body player out there.
Nice
running
draw.
the Bills Mafia uniforms, obviously, tonight. And a nice little draw play, like you said there. That Dick Lane is also making a real showing for Digital's defense tonight.
Yeah. Honestly, Night Train Lane's been making plays for Digital all day so far. He made a couple of huge plays in the last game. He's shown the ability to just make tackles consistently and help Digital against the run.
A lot of the community was down on Night Train Lane's speed when he first came out. I remember it very, very well. I got him powered up on my team, and I run him in the slot, and I'm telling you, he does just fine back in that slot right there, making tackles, laying down the big hit, and then has the zone and the man to get it done when they put it down the field out of the slot as well. So, hey, I love me some Night Train Lane. He's one of those guys that an ultimate team, again, you just got to go out and get one when a new one hits.
And guys, we are about to do the Tier 4 egg giveaway right now. We're about to do the Tier 4 egg giveaway. Only requirements for that, you have to have been active in the chat, and you also have to be following the channel.
Wait, is it Tier 4 egg? This isn't Egg Bow. We're not giving away Egg Bow?
Yeah. Egg Bowl 2. Egg Bowl 2.
Chat wishes Egg Bow. That's a throwback to, I think, Madden Ultimate Team. I think 25, 12 even. Man, that went back. That's right. That's right. So, but not an egg bow. You're going to get yourself a tier 4 egg, though, for Ultimate Team here that will reveal itself in the upcoming days and weeks here. So,
Yeah. For sure.
Who we got? We got a winner yet? Let's check Convo.
Corner
here.
out looking like it's wide open. Nice dot. Keyshawn Johnson making a play. You were talking about that Keyshawn earlier today too.
Tell him, big body. He's got the height to go up and get it. He's got the catch in traffic. I just like the big body receivers anyway to go and mix it up with the linebackers over the middle and be able to, just not get annihilated out there. Nice shoestring tackle by Mean Joe. It looks like right there. Or no, that was Deacon Jones. Very similar character models there with those big pads on the arms. I love seeing those old school players in Ultimate Team with the old school uniforms, the old school face masks. I'm an old guy though, Bugs. That's why I like that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's that classic look is something nostalgic about that. Just being able to see, the one bar face mask or the no bars.
All right, so here's a challenge, Madden. What I'd like to see is those guys in black and white running around. Everybody else in color.
That would be tough.
But Mean Joe Green running around in black and
That
white.
would be tough.
That one's for free, EA. Give me a call.
That would be tough.
I've got
Make
more
it happen.
for you.
Make it happen. Chat. Let's start spamming EA on Twitter right now and make it happen.
He's so good. All right, here we go. We got Digital still the only one on the board with 7-0. He's been very comfortable tonight being in that lead position here. He's running the ball with that Ricky Williams, holding possession here. We're coming up in the end of the first half. He's going to probably he's going to come out and put 3 more points on the board and send this to halftime 10-0 in Digital's favor. He's on top tonight.
Should be a perfect kick here. It was 10-0 ball game at halftime. And Digital told me he was losing in the first round. And so far, he's out here balling out.
I'm saying, you were telling me about that. He literally tagged you on Twitter saying it would be an honor for you to commentate his first round exit. At halftime, he's looking in full control.
Yeah, he's looking like he's about to make a Final Four run right now. Like this is a big thing, and maybe claiming that you're going to lose is the way to go.
Hey, that's usually the way I go about it.
I mean, I'm normally against that. I'm normally against that.
Well, we got some speed on the return there. Sets himself up with some really good field position at the 27-yard line. Let's see what he comes out and does this trip down the field.
Yeah, we have the winner of the giveaway of the Tier 4 egg is Zek the Wreck. Huge shout out to Zek the Wreck. GG's in the chat for Zek the Wreck on winning the Tier 4 giveaway, on the Tier 4 egg giveaway. He's already claimed it, so chat, we will not be chanting reroll yet.
No reroll. He
We
does
won't be
follow the channel.
We won't be going on our reroll rant yet.
There was nothing that hurt me more than to roll a Kahuna giveaway on Madden Daily Drops and see the words not following. It was the worst. So,
Yeah.
guys, don't be that guy. Go up there and make sure you're hitting that follow button right now on Mudhead TV. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to keep doing this Friday Night Football thing for a while, so you're going to want to stay tuned.
That's the plan. They've been doing it for a while. It's been great so far. Just to watch the growth with Friday Night Football. Nice dive
Just
by
the time.
Digital.
Just the time. Look at Rice turning up the field. Nice little spin move. Man, what nice little extra 5 to 10 yards there at the end with some good stick work after that nice throw.
My guy Digital is making a statement right now. He said he don't want to play with the amateurs. He's ready to go home and start playing the pros.
He's like, give me that my Madden Bowl spot
Yeah,
right
he
now.
need his Madden Bowl spot. Let's get my guy Digital in the Madden Bowl. He ready to go.
I mean, I'm sure he's going to hit you up on Twitter. Hey, Bugs, if you need an alternate, bro, I mean, I'm right there for you if you need somebody to fill in. So.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I get the check, he can go ahead and play.
Watch
for me.
Gates right here, man. This is that Gates route he has been abusing the past 2 games here. I'm not sure if the safety's ready for him. Yep.
All right, we take a penalty here. And his opponent declined the penalty. That's shocking. I'm 100% accepting that penalty right there. There was nothing. There was nothing.
That might have been a quick button push.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Look at that. Ricky just squeeze around the edge right there. Those big shoulder pads just going right around the outside.
That was good run stick and great patience. He didn't just instantly spam the speed burst. He waited, took his time, hit the hole, and then hit the speed burst.
Yeah, and that takes a lot, like you said, patience and technique. A lot of I'd say at least 95% of Madden players hit that sprint button right away after getting the handoff. So that does take a lot of patience. See if we can punch it in here with Walter Payton. Not that long to go. 5 yards, and look at that. Just walks it in the end zone right there. No celebration.
Another touchdown by Digital. This game is starting to get out of hand. Digital is looking like he's a pro out here.
Well, I think what we're gonna do is switch over
to the Rio Zodi.
Rio versus Zodi.
I'm gonna just go on a limb and say his name is Zodi. And
Zodi 24.
If you guys, participants, if you go back and watch this and you see that I pronounced your name wrong, I apologize. Don't kill me. It was an accident.
And you guys know how I do. I mess up every NFL player's team name, so I'm probably gonna mess up your name too. So apologies also in advance.
And we're looking at this from Zodi's perspective. I'm assuming we are because it says Rio Thrower at the top right corner.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that Rio would have his gamer tag as his name. So
I've actually got Rio's lineup here in front of me. He's running Patrick
what's his lineup
Mahomes.
look like?
He's running himself Todd Gurley Team of the Year, and then these receivers are bonkers. We got Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss on the outside, and then that movers Odell in the slot receiver position. He's back. Patrick Mahomes is backed up by Lamar Jackson as well, so maybe watch for some sneaky stuff out there as well. But a solid line here and solid lineup.
He has Calvin Johnson, so he's doing something right.
That's all you need to see.
Yeah, that's all you need to see.
Nice tight end core here, too. Shannon Sharp, Rob Gronkowski, and Delaney Walker. I like myself some Delaney Walker. Great blocking tight end.
Look at we're on aggressive on the tackling. No wonder he's breaking so many tackles like that. Guys, when you put your coaching adjustment to aggressive tackling, it's great because they go and they try to make big hits, get fumbles and all that other stuff, but they also, because of that, they'll miss some tackles because they're playing aggressively. So it's a gift and a curse.
Taking a look at Rio's defense here that was just out on the field, which stopped Zodi here for a field goal now that he just puts across, making the score 6-0. Let's take a look at that defense here that he's running. He has himself also Lawrence Taylor, Earl Thomas, Landon Collins out there. He has this Giants Alec Ogletree out there as well, which is kind of a sleeper as far as coverage is concerned. Great little coverage linebacker back there. My guy Codex of Vellum used to use Ogletree better than anybody out there, just hot ball hawking all the time. So we'll see if we see some of that here tonight from Zodi, excuse me.
I form counters up to 3 now. And remember, guys, we missed a small portion of this game. So who knows how high my iPhone counter is right now. But iPhone counter up to 3.
So some more Giants here from Zodi's offensive squad. He's got himself Nate Solder over at left tackle. He's got himself Saquon Barkley, obviously out of the backfield there, the NFL honors Saquon Barkley. Also the Odell Beckham version, the Giants version, not the Movers. Herman Moore in the slot. You know Herman Moore very well, sir.
Oh, huge interception. Who was that?
Who do we get there?
Shazier.
Dude, Shazier, I'm telling you what. Hey, I love these uniforms, by the way. The Throwback Packers, again, just going back on this, I'm an old guy and love old things. These Packers throwbacks are some of my favorite uniforms in the game.
Man, I won't comment on that because I don't like the Packers where I'm from, so it is what it is. Those jerseys are ugly as far as I'm concerned.
We got another Ricky Williams out here on the field. Let me make sure here. There we go. Yeah, we got Saquon Le'Veon in his lineup, but it looks like he might have subbed in Ricky there. Not sure. But this game is a close one, certainly a little closer than the past two that we've been watching here, Bugs. We're in the fourth quarter. Put up the 4s in the chat here for the fourth quarter. 3-6. Rio leading right now in the Packers uniform on the drive on Zodi's side of the field. Nice little draw play here, and is going to get about 3 to 4 yards out of that sucker.
Yeah, he was starting 10 right here. Rio could either get a first down and continue this drive, take more time off this clock, potentially get a touchdown and close this game out, or does or does Zodi lock up here and hold Rio to 3 and give himself a chance for a game-winning drive?
Yeah, he has to do that pretty much with 2 minutes, 45 seconds here. He's got to stop Zodi.
That was a very conservative call there to run the ball.
I think it was too. I was really expecting
you got to go for his neck.
Right there.
You have to go for the guy's neck. Close the game out. Fake it. Forget it.
He's going to go ahead and nail that field goal there and bring the points. I thought it was going to knot us up there, but it was actually 9-2-3 Rio going up.
Grandpa Mutt, yes, this is non-pros. These are all community guys. These are all Mudhead community guys. There are no pros in this event. There's only guys that's competed or that haven't competed in Friday night football tournaments, that haven't competed in the Mudhead League or MCS events. None of that stuff. These are just community guys locking in for $1,000. Winner takes all. No consolation prizes. Just go after it.
That's what I love is that you're a community guy and you're coming out and watching community guys, right? I mean, this is you might see some errors that you might make on a daily basis out here, and it's these guys aren't the perfect competitors that are 365 days a year just scheming and working and labbing, So these guys are a little more casual.
Yeah, these are everyday guys.
That's it, man.
These are everyday guys that just love Madden. Grind Madden, whether it's grinding solos or just watching streams, typing on the forums, whatever the case may be. It's just regular guys that love the game.
3rd and inches here from Zodi. He's on the drive. He's got to get into the end zone to take this game. It's completely possible if he manages this right. He's he said again, 3rd and inches on the 35. So let's see what he does. He can certainly take this home. He just needs to score a touchdown, Bugs.
Yeah, he just needs to score a touchdown. Honestly, if I could give him a piece of advice from a pro, I would say this should be the last drive of the game. You want to manage this clock and make sure this is the final drive of the game. throw this in route as soon as he breaks.
Wow.
Ooh, great animation. I was worried that he was going to be an overthrow.
So he wanted to go to the tight end at first, but the safety slid right over into coverage, matching the tight end perfectly. And he had OBJ coming across the middle right there.
How
Got
excited
himself a
are
nice
you to have that guy
animation.
on the team?
It's going to be it's going to be trouble. It's going to be, oh, look at that.
Speaking
ODB,
of.
right here, my guy that we were talking about.
Okay,
nice
make a
little
play.
juke. I like it.
Okay.
Not bad, Bugs. This is game. We got a game here, baby.
This is what you want to see. I'm pretty sure this is what you want to see in real life as well.
That's what I particularly want to see out of OBJ in Cleveland. Absolutely, 100%. Him and Jarvis are going to be a problem on both sides of that field. It's like you can't double team everybody, Bugs. So
you can't. It's going to be a great season for you guys. So far, OBJ has made it a great game for Zodi.
That's what we want to see right there. Zodi, nice work, being patient on the 2-minute drill you had going there. I think you might want to hold on to the ball just a little bit, but you're going to go ahead and take that 7 and kick off right now.
My guy Wrestling Johnny in the chat. What's up, homie? He's come through the last 3 weeks. I think his first week was 3 weeks ago. He came through, said what's up, said he was going to keep coming back. And, it's guys like that. It's honestly every last one of you guys in the chat that's been supporting Friday Night Football every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. $1,000 tournament, 32-man bracket. It's been amazing. This has been sponsored by Grubhub, and it's really been great to see the growth. Appreciate you coming through.
Oh,
Johnny.
my
Huge
God.
interception.
Zodi with a huge interception by Bethea. He is in scoring range. I'm telling you, with 1 minute and 22 seconds left, he could put really any kind of points on the board and be feeling really good about this W.
Man, this game has changed. It was just looking like Rio was going to be able to close the game out and walk away with his victory. And now all of a sudden he's down 1 point without ball, and his opponent is pretty much in red zone.
Yeah, Digital needed like 2 more first downs to put this game away. Just couldn't pull it off. We had that huge interception, huge TD by Odell, and then now we've got the huge interception, and we've got Zodi just about to take this game if he can just do the right stuff here.
And I'm loving it. We're seeing some iPhone. He's making me look like, I can just predict things with the iPhone. And we got a huge run. And he chooses not to go into the end zone. I like it.
I do
Close
too,
the game
man.
out.
Tell you what, just run the rest of that clock out.
Yeah.
You're winning this ball game if you run the clock
pretty
out.
much kneel the ball out. He may be able to have a second. How many timeouts he has? He has 1 timeout.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a pro move right there.
Yeah, that
That's
was a pro
where
move.
usually a community guy would just run it right into the end zone without a second thought right there. But we got Zodi here, ball control coming out of the best.
He's been watching some high level Madden. He's been watching some MCS games.
Been watching some
Friday
Bugs,
night.
maybe.
He's been watching me, I guess.
Congrats, Zodi here. I think if everything goes as planned, you're gonna get out of here with that dub over Rio.
Great game by Zodi and Rio.
Probably the best one that we've seen tonight, in my opinion, so far here. But I'm sure the night is not over. I'm sure we're going to see some more great Madden here soon.
M School 9359, my guy. No problem, man. I'm glad that that tip was able to help you. And if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, I in the stream last night I gave a tip. When you get an interception, the camera will switch around. And one of the things that happens is we'll get stopped basically because we'll end up running backwards because of the camera flip. Well, pro tip would be to either spin as soon as you get the interception or just hurdle, and then you'll keep your momentum going forward, and you'll be able to get those pick sixes that you typically are frustrated about.
So show up Friday nights for Friday Night Football, but come for the Bugs tips.
Hey, this is what I do, man. I like helping the community. This is what I'm all about. I'm a community guy for sure. Like, that's all I care about is helping the community in any way I can. It's not all about me. It's about the community. So anytime guys have questions or trying to get better or just wondering, like, what are the things that makes, a difference between pros and, just the casual guys, those are the little things, and I'm always willing to give that information.
Man, after my own heart, Bugs. That's, dude, mad respect for that. Mad respect. That's why we do it, brother. All right, so we are switched over here to Mikey D and Frozen Bones. Looks like Frozen is down by a full solid score here. We've got Mikey D in control in the fourth quarter on the 26-yard line on the drive with the 1st and 10 right now. So Frozen's in some trouble, needs to make something happen here. But, hey, we saw that happen very quickly in the last game.
Yeah, that game shifted quickly in the last game.
A little handoff to Zeke. I think that's what we got going back there. A little Cowboys love on the Cowboys theme team here from Mikey D.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was honestly thinking I might see was theme teams in this tournament. You know, when you have guys, you know, community guys who are just playing unlimited. You know, some guys, you know, you want to represent for your team. You want to represent for your city.
And there are some really overpowered theme teams out there right now. You know, very polarizing theme teams in the community. They either love them or hate them, you know, as far as power-ups are concerned. But I'll tell you what, if you got yourself a 49ers or a Vikings team or running around out there, you are in business, man. It's basically a team full of golden tickets out there right now. So I love running a theme team. My Browns team is a 95 overall. So, I mean, it's just like I could never do that without the way that they have geared these theme teams this year.
And then we get another. I was going to say a conservative call, but I just realized it's fourth quarter. You know, 50 seconds left. That was a smart decision. Run the ball. Don't force it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's in control right now.
Take time. You know, just don't get your kick blocked. Hopefully, I didn't jinx him. If I did,
I mean, that was the perfect jinx time you just
I know
had
that
right
was
there.
bad. I apologize.
Talking about icing our guy
Shame on
Mikey
me.
D. Hopefully, he's not listening here.
Shame on me. This is scary. Now,
You've been telling the future tonight too, bro.
All right, thank God he didn't get blocked. I mean, it would have been great for the stream, but I really would have felt bad. I would have felt like I jinxed my guy.
All proof would have led back to that being your fault, basically.
Yeah,
this whole stream,
that
so.
would have been bad.
All right, so we're 13-3 here. Mikey D in full control. 27 seconds left. Kicking it back out of the back of the end zone. I personally would have kicked it a little short and tried to lock him in behind the 20 just to make things, you know, just to make sure. But I think that Mikey D has wrapped this up here pretty much against Frozen. Unless something crazy happens, we're done. We're out of here. Exciting football though tonight. I tell you what, I didn't know quite what was going to be in store, but you know, I almost got it. That almost got me out of my seat there.
Yeah,
a little bit ago.
that's the beauty of it is the fact that you don't know what you're going to get.
Oh man, Mike Vick rolling right. You know that's going to be trouble.
GG's in the chat. Sean Taylor closes out the game.
Love me
another great game. Sean Taylor, I mean, he's one of the goats of Madden.
Just the finisher too, like right there. Like we've seen him finish off two games here with just game closing picks.
Zay 26K, man, I appreciate it. I'm going to do my absolute best to not only win that belt at the Madden Bowl, but to really put on a show for the people.
Totally glad you brought that up, man. I want to talk a little bit about your journey here coming up very soon towards the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken, the Madden Bowl. Tell us a little bit about your journey getting into the Madden Bowl this year.
You know, it's been a rough year. You know, and it's really been a rough year and a half, 2 years really, because when you look at last year, it's almost like I took the year off.
Yeah.
And then, you know, come this year, you know, I'm grinding. The first two tournaments didn't turn out well.
So how you feeling? Like LeBron, that's always gone into the postseason, always to the end, and then taking a season off maybe and coming back rested, got your legs?
I kind of feel like that a little bit, but now I have to get this one done.
Yeah.
I have to get it
Dude,
done.
we need to see that jewelry on you, you know what I'm saying?
We need to see that. We need to see that. And honestly, we need to get rings so I can put a ring on my finger.
I'm not going to say who said rings instead of belts, but I won't tell you who said that.
I need that Madden Bowl ring so I can just stun on
Imagine
people.
having them on all the fingers.
Big old ring.
I tried to tell Marku. I was like, yo, you got to get rings, bro. But anyway, the belts are sweet. I hope to see one of those hanging over your shoulder by the end of this month, my man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And we're going to get to the final four games right after this break.
Be right back.
Burgers, donuts, Niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
Hey guys, Guru here, back with Bugs for the Grubhub sponsored Mudhead from the Mudhead HQ tournament for Friday Night Football, Saturday version, community version of Friday Night Football. $1,000 still at stake. Those of you just joining us, we had our power up reveal earlier.
Yeah.
We've had a couple giveaways here, but we are not done with giveaways. So
What's our next giveaway?
Yeah, let me see. What do we did? The Tier 4 Egg. We did the JJ. I think we're moving on to the Ultimate Legends
Yeah,
now.
it's time for an Ultimate Legend giveaway.
Let's go. Let's go. Who are we thinking first? Ed the Ballhawk Reed? Is that who we're thinking first? All right, let's do Ed the Ballhawk Reed. Named to the Canton Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Much, much deserved from one of the best safeties of all time. I know this because he was in my division. I got to watch.
He was a beast.
He was just clean the Browns up, bro. So glad he's gone. Congratulations on your Hall of Fame bid here, and we got a giveaway coming to the chat. Just got to be active in the chat. Just got to be following the channel, and a positive force for good. Okay, you don't have to do that, but still.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
I want a
Good luck, guys.
positive force for good T-shirt like your crazy life.
yeah,
though.
you need it. Make it happen.
All right, so
And
we got Mikey
we
D.
come to
Zodi.
the screen, we get a pick by Sean Taylor instantly.
I mean, that's kind of been the norm. I almost thought we were on repeat right there for a second.
I know, right? Yeah, we have a couple good Final Four matchups. We have Zodi versus Mikey D.
Yep.
Then we have Digital versus a guy that's been crushing people.
So Can2 TV has been just working his way through this bracket, taking down Metal Mike 34-0, and then taking down Yellow Raka. I think I got that name right. That sure sounded great. But Yellow Raka 41-0. So Digital Champion's going to have his hands full. But right now, oh my Lord.
There you go, guys. That was that example that we were talking about earlier. When you get that interception, either hurdle or spin, it will make your life so much easier, and you'll get a whole lot more pick sixes in your life.
Yeah, so we are. Mike D was the 8th seed, Zodi 13th, and man, that interception is going to probably kick things off here super early. We've got Mikey D in great field position in that I form that you were talking about.
Yeah, huge shout out to Schultz 2408. He was the winner of the Ed Reed giveaway. GG's in the chat for my guy Schultz. He won the giveaway.
Congratulations,
Check
Schultz.
your whispers. Make sure you claim your prize, or me in the chat and Guru, we're shouting out re-roll.
Last thing you want to hear.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to hear is me and Guru out here screaming re-roll.
First thing you want to hear when you're in the chat. Look at this Saquon Barkley. Did you see that last run? He scored it through the middle right there with those thighs. I'm telling you, just kneeing defenders out of the way with those massive tree trunks right there. Saquon Barkley going to be the best halfback in the NFL. If not, a lot of people are going to hurt me for saying right now, but in the future, probably near future, going to be the best halfback in the league.
Yeah, I mean he's a very talented young guy. Like he's coming to the league looking supremely talented, looking like he's next level. I can't wait to watch the rest of his career.
I've had the opportunity to meet Saquon a few times, talk with him a few times. He is one of the most humble, one of the most well-spoken young athletes that I've ever met. The guy has a great head on his shoulders, a great work ethic, and would be an amazing teammate. So he's got a bright future.
Yeah, chat, unfortunately, there will be no re-roll. Schultz did claim his prize. So, no re-roll yet. It's coming, though. Somebody's going to do it. It always happens.
It seems to happen every time.
Yeah, it always happens.
Really does.
It always happens. There's always someone that doesn't claim their prize. And as soon as it doesn't happen, I will be the first to tell you that we're chanting re-roll.
All right, Zodi kicking off. He got himself a field goal out of there. So we've got points on the board not early in the first quarter. Close almost at the end of the first quarter here. 3-0. Mikey D gonna see what he can do with his Dallas Super Squad here.
All right, so we got a little bit of deuce close action. All right, let's see if we have some deuce close defense. If we brought some deuce close defense to the party.
Trying to find our boy's team here. I don't think they've put him up for us, but you can see there he's got Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. So I think some of these guys, you don't have to completely theme out your team to have a theme team. He could be running Cowboys offense, like Cowboys passing or Cowboys running without the entire theme team. So that would certainly give Ezekiel Elliott a great little boost. Zeke gets out there to the flat, but covered really well, and Vic's got to take off.
Yeah, when you have that guy back there, number 7, you take off. You don't waste any time. If they don't have a spy out there, that is your read.
Yeah.
Go.
Absolutely. Now, are you more of a Lamar guy or a Vic guy?
I'm actually a Cam guy.
Oh, there
I'm
you
a
go.
Superman guy.
Okay.
Give me Superman. Give me Superman. I want to point to the sky. I want to truck some people. That's the kind of guy I want to use.
Oh, man.
Got to get tip drill. Who was that, Von Miller?
Gotta get tip drill. I put tip drill and pick specialist just about on everybody,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth.
If you're playing Mud Unlimited and you don't have tip drill on every single player on your defense, you ain't doing it right.
The 1 to 2 guys that I'll use and I love using the most, I have hot hands on, but I mostly have tip drill and pick specialist on everybody to get those tips. They come flying out of nowhere to grab them, too. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Kind of nice. Making up for my terrible skill at Madden.
A little bit of Pat Sell action. I like it.
There we go. We were wondering where we were going to see it tonight.
I didn't think we were going to see it at all.
Whoa, he playmakered off B right there. I was going to say.
And he caught it.
Yo,
I didn't think he caught it.
Come on, man. What a playmaker right there. A little comeback, a little pump action, a little go. Nice throw and catch. Vic to Keyshawn there. Very nice.
I saw some people in the chat earlier saying we were letting some great food go to waste. I mean, when you gonna dig into that?
No,
that,
you're right.
That portobello mushroom burger.
Now, I might just steal the bacon off of it.
Yeah,
Would that be a crime? I don't think that'd be a crime, right?
No, honestly, I wouldn't mind you just throwing it in the trash.
No, yeah.
Mushrooms are terrible. Coming from the guy that drinks mushroom coffee.
So now I'm all in for that nice medium rare New York strip with bacon wrapped New York strip with a little portobello mushroom on the top. That's the kind of guy I am, though. So that you don't look pleased over there. You don't look appetized.
No. It's I don't want any parts of that.
If it's not leaving blood sauce on the plate, the steak's not rare enough. So all I know. Elliott, man, just cannot squeeze it out. Mikey D has been pounding the ball with Zeke here and just cannot catch a break like we've seen Saquon getting some yards on Zodi's team.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of bunch action even in the red zone. I wonder if he's going to highball the wheel route or if he's just going to – he looks like he's just going to run the ball here. And he did cause a draw and just basically just charging into the game, going to kick his 3 points.
We have turned the chat into just nothing but a grub chat, by the way, I've noticed. So.
I mean, that's why we have sponsors like Grubhub. I mean, we're constantly getting food. We're constantly talking about food. So, at some point, we're going to have that food conversation.
Reminder, redeem the offer using promo code TOUCHDOWN for $10 off your first ever Grubhub order of $15 or more. So join in the fun. You can get yourself some bacon right now to the house. You can get yourself some coffee right now to the house. Maybe even some pancakes out there at this time of night. No promises. Give Grubhub a call.
Man, pancakes.
Dude, I know.
As a kid, I used to
No?
love pancakes.
Okay.
I don't like them anymore, and it has nothing to do with health. I mean, it does, but it doesn't have anything to do with it. For the reason why I don't like them anymore, is because it's just so. I don't like it. Makes my stomach hurt, man.
One
can't handle
pancake
it.
I can do. I remember when I used to be able to do a stack.
Yeah,
a
I
stack
cannot
of
handle it.
flapjacks. Now one, and I'm done.
I can't handle pancakes anymore. I just can't do it.
I mean, it's a cake. It's a pancake
Yeah.
for breakfast. You're eating
Yeah,
cake
we're
for
eating
breakfast.
we're eating dessert for
So-
breakfast.
All right, let's see if we can keep up this Saquon attack. Mikey D has been running here. What did we get that flag for right there? Neutral zone infraction. Getting a little aggressive over there, a little too aggressive on the opposite side of the ball. All right, 1st and 10 here. Get that penalty game a first down. We're winding down the first half here of Mikey D versus Zodi. All knotted up at 3. And Mikey D just kind of working some clock right now, kind of just doing his thing, giving the ball to Saquon.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of bunch so far. I didn't expect to see. I mean, I knew I didn't expect to see any bunch, but I definitely didn't expect to see 2 players using bunch in the same game. So
Skimbo fans.
Yeah, you know.
So, have you streamed or discussed? Are you going in with the same game plan into the Madden Bowl that you've used, or are you switching things up when you get to the finals? What's kind of your game
honestly,
plan without telling us too much?
I haven't streamed at all in the last couple months. It's been a while.
Yep.
I haven't really streamed very much. I've been very low key. I've been I've been so laser focused on winning that I haven't really thought much about anything else.
That's what it takes to win, though.
Yeah, I know people want me to stream, and I apologize because I am. I'm being a dummy. I should be streaming. You know, there's no reason for me not to be streaming. It's just, you know, I've been so focused and so consumed. I've been obsessed with winning. That's all I care about right now.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to do. I got to get it done, though.
Hey, that's the way the great ones are. And like we said, we want you to get that piece of jewelry here in a couple weeks, Boog. So don't start streaming now. Don't change anything, man. Get down there and get it done. Gronk for Mikey D getting out there on the edge and making it a 4th and inches. I almost thought he got it there with Gronk powering it out at the end. He's got to come out and get himself a first down if he wants to make this first half drive complete.
Oh, so we're gonna punt on 4th and inches.
What?
Oh man, come on!
I'm surprised by
Let's
this.
put our big boy pants on and go for this.
I mean, we got a minute and 30.
We got 6,000 people in the building. They want to see you go for this. They don't want to see you, you know, play around. They don't want to see the punter. Who is this?
At
What's
least
that punter's
throw
name?
it deep and get it intercepted. It's like a punt anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, at least do that.
Exactly. Do something. Come on, put on a show for the people.
Oh, what
Never
a
mind.
little
That was
coffin kick here,
Never
man.
mind. That was a show. That was a punt dot right there.
Okay.
That was a punt dot.
Wow, we might take that back. Nice punt. I haven't said that much watching Madden here lately, but nice punt.
Yeah, that was a great punt right there. He must have did the backspin punt because it was a nice little punt dot. I'm not mad at it at all.
Hey, if Mikey D can show us something here and march 96 yards down the field and put one in for the half, though, you know, I think that would be an amazing statement for the rest of the field here.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
It can be done. It can be done.
In order for him to get down there, I need to see him back in bunch. You know, airing the thing out. It's going to be very hard to go 94 yards in 55 seconds in I form.
Especially when you're coming out and running the ball first play. He needed himself a little bit of space, so I get it. But still, looks like we got another run play coming out here. Maybe just trying to play it safe and get it to halftime without making any big mistakes.
Okay.
Whoa, Zeke actually opening up for Zeke right now. Nice little hard run there.
Man. He burned the timeout. He's probably going to run it again, see if he can get some more yards, and then he's going to take a shot. I mean, he's really playing it more like it's a Sunday.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is what you'll see on a Sunday. But in Madden, on the virtual gridiron, we air that thing out and go for it.
4 verts. 4
Yeah,
verts.
exactly. 4 verts. Go for it all.
When in doubt, vert it out. Hey, he's got some time back there right now to make some stuff happen. Oh, my.
Hey,
Bring that
wide
play.
open. He didn't throw it to him.
Hey, get yourself 10 yards with Vic. Get it down. Call timeout. Live to fight another day here. He's got a couple more plays before the half. So, picking up yards. Our guy, Mikey, is picking up yards here.
Yeah, it looked like he had A wide open unless there was a shadow in the field where someone wasn't open. That's another reason why we typically, us pros, here's another pro tip. We typically play night games. And the reason why we like to play night games is because of the shadows on the field.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes, you want to control everything you can control. And so you don't want those shadows on the field where you can't see a user or you can't see a defender because there's a shadow. So that's one of the things we need EA to kind of implement, because in regs, you can control that. You can control the time of the game. In MUT and salary cap and all these modes, you can't control that. It's just pretty much always a day game.
So we have a day game here, and you're saying the shadows is what you might be able to lose a defender in or lose the ball in, maybe if it hits the shadow.
Yeah, because you look at a team like the Giants with these dark blue jerseys.
Yep.
Or, the Ravens with those all black jerseys, where you have the black pants and the black jersey. it's hard to see. So we don't like to use those type of fields or where you can have shadows, because it's that one. Is it the Chargers or the Raiders where they have that a really bad shadow on the field during the daytime?
Oh yeah, because of the stadium and the arena. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. So
Mikey D kind of making us look
from that.
bad here, man. I was gonna say right before that play, actually, but we were saying pass it back there. He's put a little methodical run game together here on this last drive, and has moved at least almost three quarters of the field here. We're just running 2nd and 13 now. That he's in some trouble. 11 seconds left, so he only has a few more shots here before the half. Let's see what he does with it.
He's going to have to take a shot towards the sidelines. You don't want to force anything in the middle of the field. You don't have any more timeout, so you can't really take this slant. Even if it's open, you really can't throw it.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. Then we had the slant coming across the right. We had a streak going down the right side. Not many options right there.
Yeah, just trying to roll out to his corner route, I'm assuming. But you can't just snap and roll out sometimes, because you can run right into a sack.
Yeah, almost did right there. Time just ticking away here. 7 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last play of the half probably, unless it's a quick pass and a drop. Let's go, Mikey. What you got? Vic dropping back. Plenty of time.
Take your post. If he throws that post, he would have got out of bounds and would have been able to kick 3.
Oh, man. Yeah. Dropped it. Was fighting to get in the end zone there. Even if he had caught it, probably was going to be stopped short. So we're getting out of the half, all knotted up, 3-3. Mikey D and Zodi here, all locked up.
Not many high-scoring games, aside from the one competitor that we haven't had a chance to see yet, who's been just running through the field.
Yep.
There haven't been very many high-scoring games.
Yeah, a lot of people trying to establish a ground game here and not having much success, except for our guy Digital that we were watching there. So we've got a whole half here to see what either Mikey D or Zodi can put together in their final bid to get to the final round of this Saturday night version of Friday Night Football, presented by Mudhead and sponsored by Grubhub. Trying to give more work to the Saquon, but it's quickly stopped right there, Books.
Yeah, great defense right there. Great run defense. He came out in the cover 4 palms, and when you come out in these cover 4 defenses, like quarters or palms, your defenders, like as far as your safeties and your DBs, they all play the run fits and help play the run a whole lot better.
Breaking free here I think we had Mahomes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mahomes getting free.
Yeah, that's Pat Mahomes right there. That's another thing about shadows. It makes it hard to kind of tell who the players are sometimes.
Right. Yep. We have. Let me see. We've had Mahomes, Vic, and Steve Young kind of been dominating the quarterback choices out there tonight. Not seeing the other side of the field. I'm going to be interested in seeing who our guy Cantu TV is running at quarterback. If he gets past Digital Champion, we'll find out here very soon.
Mohawk Giants, we will show.
Oh, look at that.
Nice run right
dive.
there. Yeah, nice little fullback dive right there.
Throwback Saturday, fullback dive.
We'll show the actually, we can show it right now. If we can show the power up cards.
We want a quick look at the power-ups?
Yeah, we'll give you a quick look at it right here. Here you go. You got Sullivan, Smith, Chubb, Schuster, Wagner, Talib, Gates, James, Jarrett, and Vinatieri.
One everybody's excited about, Vinatieri.
Yeah, that's the best one out there. That's the best one.
Oh, that Roquan, though. Chi-Town Bear 54 is also excited about that Roquan. I'm stoked to get him as well.
Yeah, so there you go. If you guys missed it, that was it. Those are your power-ups. That's your power-up reveal for this week. Looks like the post is wide open. He takes it.
Oh, my. Can he just finish the job? What a pass. What a catch by Zodi.
It's that John Ross that he just threw it to. I can't tell.
You may have heard of John Ross. Kind of broke the whole combine 40-time thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys know about that or not, but
he just runs at a different pace than everyone else.
Pretty quick. The Bengals actually said they're going to try and use him a lot more this season. He's kind of a smaller guy, so it's tough to get involved in the real football game, but he's got the speed to get it done here in Ultimate Team. That is for sure. I'm going to walk into the end zone.
Another fullback dive.
I mean, old fullback on this side of the desk here, Boog, so I can definitely respect that good old fullback dive.
Okay, you play some football?
Burgers, donuts, niçoise salad.
delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
And we're back.
All right.
As I was saying, you played some football in your day?
I did. I played all the way through grade school and then all the way through high school, as we'd like to say. High school hero, college zero. Knees gave out very soon after my high school career. Played fullback for St. Vincent St. Mary's. Was one of the teams that I played on. My favorite team, the Fighting Irish out of Akron, Ohio. A little bit of middle linebacker as well, but I was the guy that they just said, go through the middle and smack the dude in the mouth the first one you see. So that was basically my job. So.
I like it. I like it.
Fullbacks are people too.
Yeah, and who's the kind of guy you want to lead in the way when you're a halfback? You want to lead in the way.
Just follow me, man.
I just feel like you're just gonna put your head down and smack somebody.
That's all I needed to do. That's what made me most happy, bro. First person I'd see coming through that line, they were getting it. I didn't care who they were. Yeah, man. Bring back some old school days there, man. Old school, yeah. But so fullbacks are people too. We had Harris make a nice couple plays there. We got Mikey D on the drive now. He's got to put 7 on the board to knot it up here versus Zodi. We're in the late portion of the third quarter in our, what's it, semifinals we in now?
Yes, we are in the semifinals. Yeah. And he takes a shot downfield and throws a pick.
Oh, my Lord.
Who was number? Man, it's so hard to read these jerseys with this shadow.
Yeah, I can't read the jersey, too. I'm
Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas.
Earl's got that speed back there. He's certainly showing it off, cutting out that route right there for the pick. Little hit, too, getting himself some yards after the interception,
and I typically pride myself on being able to, like, spot out cars and tell you who it is exactly. But I'm struggling in this game right here to be able to tell you who's who.
Yeah, I think the shadow effect and the actual streamer we're watching right now is kind of an interesting combination of trying to figure it out. So we're on our toes here, guys. We're doing the best we can. If we miss a name or mispronounce a game, please don't hold it against us. Here we go, wrapping up the third quarter here. Like we said, Zodi is on the drive with his Saquon Barkley out there. He's got Gronk at tight end. He's got Harris at fullback. Got a Beckham out at the corner. Mahomes being under center right now, and he is on the move.
Yeah, we're playing a little smash mouth football right now. You know, honestly, when you're in the position that Zodi's in right now, you're in control of this game. You're up 7. It's the third quarter. Your opponent hasn't really just been, lighting up the scoreboard, so you can really kind of just play it safe here and run the ball a couple of times, take some clock, and kick 3.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Bugs, but a lot of football and a lot of Madden is a lot of sizing up and making adjustments based off of what your opponent does.
Yes.
So that's where he is changing his game here a little bit, changing what maybe he wanted to do.
That's a huge loss of yards right there, though, because, he can't take another loss of yards because if he does, he's going to be out of field goal range. So you don't want to get yourself out of field goal range. But, yes, Madden is all about sizing your opponent up. And if I feel like my opponent is an inferior opponent, I feel like my opponent can't really score, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to take many risks. I'm just going to run the ball in a couple situations, even though, everyone knows that I'm pretty much against the run. But even I'm running the ball here, in this situation.
Absolutely. Take what they give you, right? If he's going to give you the run it. If they're going to give you the pass it.
And it's looking like he has no answer for fullback dive. Honestly, the success he's having with fullback dive, I'd run it on every play.
All right, guys.
Put your 4s in the chat.
That's right. Fourth quarter, baby. You know what time it is. Yeah, he's that middle is just opening up like the Red Sea, basically here. Why stop doing it now? Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things that's constantly talked about, just in competitive Madden or when people watch streams or whatever, or watch people play Madden, is spamming the same play or running the same play over and over again. But at the end of the day, if someone can stop something, whether it's Madden or real football, you keep running it.
Yeah, absolutely. RG, I talked to RG. Everybody knows RG Madden usually. The GOAT commentator, no big deal. RG, the man, the myth, the legend, gets to sit down with coaches every season just to basically talk with them and pick their brain, and they will tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
An NFL coach will tell you the same thing. There are times when they've run the same play 5-6 times in a row just daring the defense to stop them, right? So, I
Yeah.
mean, why not the same thing in Madden?
Yeah, when your opponent can't stop you, you just keep running that same play. It's not wise of you. At that point, like what point are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove that you can call 70 different plays, or are you trying to win the game?
Yep.
And at the end of the day, if your opponent can't stop it, you run it. And then you run it again, and you run it again, and then you run it again, and then again. Like, I almost felt like I was on that that Remember the Titans speech where he was like, "You're gonna blitz all night."
And then you're going to blitz again.
Yeah.
Yo, Logan Trisart, thanks, man. We appreciate you loving the stream tonight. The whole chat, given the support this evening, is great to see. Thank you guys for coming out. A little note for you. Mudhead TV has a subscribe button up top now. If you want yourself some new sexy emojis, go up there and hit that subscribe button. Goes to a good place and supports the people that support you and the community. So a big shout out again to Mudhead and Grubhub for the event tonight, rolling out the red carpet for your boy, for your guy Bugs over here, and we're having some good time here in the Mudhead TV studio. Some decent games. We kind of came in wondering here, but been some entertainment stuff here, entertaining stuff going on here.
Yeah, it's been some great Madden play. It's been a very entertaining day of Madden, I should say. Getting to see how these guys play the game. How the way that they see the game, because you can really, watch people. And honestly, I feel like Madden will tell you a lot about a person. I feel like just by watching how a person plays Madden, I can tell you who that person is.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. You're like, yo, you're running that scum all game. I don't even want to talk to you, bro. Yeah, totally hear you there. But no, as far as just, manners, the way you treat your opponent, being a good sportsman, all that stuff, super important. So it's good to see the community coming together for this ladder, for this bracket, and hopefully we get to do this in the future. Hopefully you guys are liking it here in the chat now. Type 1 in the chat if you really like to see this moving forward. Let them know that you're loving it here with me and Bugs for this community Saturday night version of Friday Night Football presented by Mudhead.
This is a huge third down, 3rd and 10 right here. This is a play that I used to run back in the day, Madden 12. I used to kind of spam that play over and over. It was really, really tough in Madden 12. He took the flat route. Now he's on a huge 4th and 8. The field goal came up as if he can make this field goal. This is a 62-yarder.
This is a long field goal, buddy.
He has 5-mile-per-hour wind.
Anderson, he hit it good. I mean, he hit it.
He hit it.
It's in, and it's good. Wow. How long was that? 60?
62 with
bad, man.
with 5 miles per hour wind. Like, that was crazy. I feel like field goal the longer the field goal, the harder it should be. Field goal should be harder.
Oh, without harder than they are now, you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
They got to be much tougher.
I mean, that's like almost that's a serious kick in the NFL right there.
That's a serious kick right there, and he just made that with ease.
You got to be in Denver at the high altitudes to hit that one, pretty much right there.
Even if your kicker has the kick power attribute wise, I still feel like you should be able. It should be a tough thing.
49ers, this is MUT. This is MUT Unlimited, so these guys do not have any cap that they have to work under. This is the best of the best of the best. They can bring anybody to the channel or to the game here and just cut loose. Right now we have 16-13 in Zodi's favor. Coming up on the 2-minute warning in our semifinals here. Let's see if Saquon can put this thing away.
Yeah, Zodi's in a closeout situation right here. This is one of the hardest things to do in Madden, just being able to close out a game, this closeout drive, because there's so much pressure. I like the fact that he let the clock tick down to a 2-minute warning instead of hiking that ball.
No reason for another play right there.
Yeah, that was great time. That was great clock management right there for him to let the clock tick down, not to call another play, because he's basically giving his opponent an extra timeout by doing that.
I got to tell you, this is where I thought some of those situations would shine through as far as, hey, these are community guys. They're not professional Madden players, but we have seen some nice late-game decisions from these players, really high-level decisions like that one right there, letting it click down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Like our guy last game to take the ball and knee it down in the 5-yard line in the late-game situation. So hats off to these guys with some pro moves there.
Yeah, and right here, I don't want to see him snap this ball before the 1-second mark on the play clock. You you make a very smart decision here. Even if you do decide to pass the ball, he's doing a great job. He waited to the 1 second mark.
Love it.
Decided to hand the ball off. His opponent hasn't been able to get into the end zone, so it's really not a bad decision.
Yeah, just get up the field as far as you can, get the most time off the clock, and then give him back the ball. He's not been able to do anything with it all game, so you give him even if he gets a 7, you're in a situation you could still might be able to handle. So I think that's great management there. Kicks the ball out of bounds, going to have it on the 38-yard line. Mikey D's going to have it on the 38-yard line with 1 minute and 18 seconds left here in the semifinals.
We got my guy RG in the chat saying being able to make the unlimited Grubhub order.
So
it has to be tough.
We'll bring him back some sploos.
Yeah, I'll send you a what's this? A portobello mushroom burger. You can have
is that for real, RG? I saw him in here. Is that the real deal?
That's
Legend
RG.
My guy. So excited, man. RG, I have to tip my cap to RG so much. The guy's been such an inspiration to me over the years. Ever since the day he wore the Braylon Edwards jersey back on the Madden bus. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching my guy RG. One of the kindest, most generous people in the building. Has a real heart and love for Madden and its community. It is so genuine. Absolute inspiration to me. Also gave me some great pointers coming in here with you, Bugs. I'm a rookie here, you know. I'm the rook on the desk. So
man, G is I did my very first ever cast with G. It was with the Mudhead doing the Mudhead League playoffs this year. At the beginning part of this year, it was a great call. G helped me out a lot. He made it very easy. Huge interception there, and pretty much closes out the game. Zodi over Mikey D, I should say.
yay.
Not Mike D, Mikey D. Put your GGs in the chat, assuming that Zodi's going to kneel this thing out, and he's shown the ability to manage the clock pretty well. So I expect him to close the game.
Yeah,
out.
this is in the best formation in football here. Yeah, Rainmaker, that's me, buddy. Guru on the mic. Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming out to the stream this evening. I think Mikey D is going to just fall a little short here to Zodi in the late stages of the game here. And then we're going to move on to the finals. Kind of excited for these finals coming up. We have this dark horse.
We got one more game.
Do we?
Yeah, we have one more
see,
game.
that's how excited I am for it. I want to get right to it. Let me see here. You know who I'm excited? I'm excited to see this guy sneaking through the bottom end of this bracket.
Because
Cantu
games
TV.
are going by so fast, we decided not to have the games going on simultaneously. It was a last minute audible.
I think you guys are taking it easy on me since it's my first game here. You don't want to give me too much to handle, too much to commentate. So thank you so much for that.
It was a last minute audible. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it. I didn't pass it along. My bad.
It's all good.
We're gonna have. I don't even remember how to pronounce his name.
Cantu TV.
Cantu TV versus Digital Champion in the other Final Four matchup, and it's going to be coming up right after this break.
Beautiful. Can't wait. See you back in a second.
Burgers, donuts, Niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
That's my fault. All right, guys.
Happens to the best of us.
We are back with some live action. No, Guru has not ate the portobello mushroom burger yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't touched it. He's just living off of adrenaline right now.
That's it.
But we've had some great action so far. Coming up, we have Digital Champion versus Cantu TV.
Cantu nailed it.
Cantu
Good job.
TV. Coming up right after this, what I'm about to do is announce the next giveaway, and the next giveaway is Randy Moss, I believe.
I mean, no big deal. We just gave
It's
away
Randy
Ed
Moss.
Reed. Now we're going to give away
Yeah.
Randy Moss. No big
Yeah,
deal.
so the next big giveaway is Randy Moss. Everybody needs Randy Moss. in
Not
their
the
life.
best receiver of all time, though.
No, he's not the best receiver of all time. He's not.
Megatron guy.
I mean, we have Rockets in the background shaking his head. Yeah, just
He's
because
not
he's
pleased. Rockets is
yeah,
not
he's a
pleased.
Minnesota guy, but what does Minnesota people know?
the cold, snow.
Yeah, that's all he knows is cold and snow.
We got ourselves Cantu here versus Digital. This is kind of a matchup we've been waiting for here. Watching Cantu come through the bracket here, work his way through again, 34-0, 41-0 against his past opponents here. Now going up against Digital Champion, who took down his opponents 24-0 and 15-0. So both of these guys have not had their opponents score on them as of yet here on Saturday version of Friday Night Football.
Man, these two guys have been dominating so far. They dominated their side of the bracket. This could easily have been, so far what it's looking like, this could have easily been the finals matchup. But we're getting an early look at it in a Final Four.
Basically getting ourselves 2 finals tonight. This is great.
And we get a high ball incomplete to, who was it, 89? That's probably Cooper? Yes, it
Yes.
is. Amari Cooper.
Cantu running some Cowboys here. It looks like he's got a few extra Cowboys out on the field. I tell you that Cooper, when it came out, was by far the best receiver in Ultimate Team through his power-up. Probably still relevant here at this point in the getting towards the end game of Ultimate Team for this season. Another high point catch and pass there. No
Yeah.
catch.
Yeah, Cantu is really relying on these high balls in the red zone right now. He's just trying to get it to his big play receivers and hopefully get into the end zone. But Digital has something else to say about that and was able to dislodge the ball 2 straight times.
Yeah, 2 straight times right there in a row on that goal line situation. So good job there on Digital putting up the fight at the goal line. But Cantu does come away with some points on the board, 3-0 now in favor of his Cowboys. And, then went backwards. There was a lot of forwards and then a lot of backwards there on that return. Starting off at the 13, Digital's got a lot of work to do to get in the end zone here.
Digital's going to start the game off in deuce close. A little bit of deuce close
Hey,
action.
now there's something we've seen before.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some deuce close action. Digital is a solid player.
I just banged my knee so hard on this desk. Ow. Sorry about that. Rip headphones. Sorry about that.
I'm watching the game, and all I see out of my peripherals is Goo just, shaking his head and, looking
Going
like
down
he's-
with an injury. I'm down with an injury. Send out the Madden ambulance out onto the field. We're good. We're going to finish it out here.
All right, we got a huge first drive from Digital. These first drives of the game are so important in Madden because you want to be able to really enforce your will in the game. You want to come out and make that statement, and that's why this first drive is so important. You need to get in that. It's really important to get into the end zone because that 7 on that opening drive, especially when you get the ball second, is so important.
Well, both of these guys, it look like they have been in a rhythm. We've watched Digital in a little bit of a rhythm here the past couple games, but Cantu has certainly been in a rhythm from what we haven't seen. So both of these guys kind of matching up against, looks like some stout defense against each other here has been a little different than what they've experienced all the way through the bracket here.
Yeah, so far so good for them. We're going to see what happens, though.
Hey, we got Mikey D in the chat here saying, hey, Mud Guru and Bugs, awesome job tonight. Thanks for doing this. Mikey, great game out there, man. Tip the cap to you to come out here and play on Saturday night.
Mikey D, great game, great showing.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah, great showing, man. You fought hard. Keep grinding, and maybe if we can keep these community events going and keep stuff like this happening, you'll get one of these.
Chad asking, who are these guys that's playing? Just a reminder here, we're on a Saturday night version of Friday Night Football presented by Mudhead. It is a community-focused bracket tonight, so it's users from Mudhead themselves that have had to go through some stringent requirements on how they were basically considered community members, and they've had to be very active on Mudhead, have a certain overall score on Mudhead, and to compete in this tournament. So they are true community members. There is no real competitors that have qualified for any other major events playing tonight. So we got guys right from the forums on the field tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Like these aren't the guys you're gonna see, on ESPN2 playing Madden. These aren't the guys you're gonna see on Twitch, grinding out the streams, or on YouTube or anything like that, or in a regular Friday Night Football event. These are the guys that's just grinding mud. As far as playing weekend league just for the fun of it, or grinding these solos, and all those little things like that. The guys that are just in the community that just love the game of Madden.
This is where you find your sleepers, Bugs. This is where you find your guy that is not known. He could all of a sudden, oh man, that was ill-advised playmaker there over the middle.
Huge interception right there. That's a lot of guys have this habit where they feel like inclined to where they have to throw it to a playmaker. So like once they playmaker somebody up, they just it's like one of those things, instinctual things where you just feel like I have to throw it to this guy because I
playmakered him, sure.
But you don't. You just a lot of times the playmaker should be a decoy, and because that's what it acts as most times. Because most times when people see you playmaker, they break onto the playmaker and guard that,
or pull an extra defender, or make a mistake, right? Yeah,
exactly.
Like you're saying, it's a nice little pump fake basically to get them to react. All right, we've got Cantu on the drive here, 2nd and 1 in shotgun formation. Let's see if we see a draw here. We got motion coming across. Closing out the second quarter here, coming up on the 2-minute warning.
A little bit of bunch strong action. I feel like he watched me in the Madden Bowl because that was one of my route combos from the Madden Challenge. I like it.
Certainly threaded the needle.
Okay,
bro.
I like it.
Threaded the needle here on the goal line now. 8-yard line, 1st and goal. Elliott in the backfield, shotgun formation again. Johnson and Johnson on left side. Hands it off to Zeke, and he is going to rumble and stumble his way to the 1-yard line.
So B Harm 22 is the winner of the Randy Moss. I almost said Ed Reed again, but he was the winner of the Randy Moss giveaway. So please, B Harm, please go confirm your giveaway, because if you do not,
we have to say those dirty words.
Yeah, we have to say those dirty words that everyone wants to hear, but you don't want to hear. So you don't want us to have to say reroll. You don't want us to go on the reroll
Just
chant.
when you say it gives me shivers.
Yeah, you do not want us to go on the reroll chant. You do not want the reroll hype to start.
3rd and goal. Cantu pop it in here. He calms down the crowd a little bit. Back there with none other than, is that your boy Cameron Newton back there?
Yeah, that's Superman back there. That's who you'll see me using come Madden Bowl. You'll see Cam Newton on my field.
I have not had a chance to use that new limited Cam Newton that came out for draft, but Cam is always another one of my favorite guys. I think over Lamar Vick, I'm going Cam as well, just because of that ability to truck that defender, right? Yep. Oh, Zeke just almost getting in there. Just held short of on the 1-yard line. 4th and goal. Cantu, is he going to go for the 7 or come away with the 3 points here?
He's going to take his 3 unless he fakes it. Fake it for me in the chat.
Fake it for the chat.
Fake it for the chat.
Well, hey, Digital certainly wasn't able to stop him there, so he's probably feeling pretty good about being able to get the ball back and do the same thing again.
Yeah, right now Digital's in a good situation, although he was stopped. He has the ball back, only down 6 points. Cantu is looking like a force right now. He's run through his first 2 opponents, and I don't know if has he even given up points. Let me go look at his scores again.
He hasn't. Neither, actually, to tell you the truth, neither of these guys have had any points scored on them. Going through the bracket here, these are the first points
he hasn't
on the
given
board.
Up points, so he at this point, Digital is giving up points because Cantu has pulled it off. But Cantu hasn't given up a point yet, and he can sustain this momentum that he's building. So it has B
I
Harm.
be harm. I'm about to call him out right now. I'm like, bro, the chat is calling for your reroll.
I know.
If you have not answered by now, you better do
Chat's
it.
calling for it. The chat's calling for it
Calling
right
for
now.
his head right now. Don't do it, man. Don't give it to him. Answer the call. All right, here we go. We got the last minute and a half of the first half of this game here. We got Digital. Look at the wide open pass to Johnson. Breaking free. Vander Esch not able to catch him. We'll be right back.
Burgers, donuts, Niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
Wow. Wow, Bugs. What did we just witness right there?
Man, I don't know if it was a blown coverage. I don't know what happened there with the coverage, but this fade was wide open. It was wide open, a very easy touchdown. Cantu was just giving up his first points. He gave up a huge touchdown.
Great read by a Digital there. Vander Esch.
Great read.
Vander Esch almost had the speed to get him there. Great linebacker. Team of the year probably right there for Vander Esch, but just didn't have it.
Oh, then we have another huge play. Who is this? Gronk?
I mean, just down the seam for the touchdown on his horse all the way to the end zone. Gronk coming out. Retirement be gone. He is not retired yet, ladies and gentlemen. He's out here putting points up for Cantu on Digital Underground there. Nice little play, man.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we can't chant reroll yet. B Harm came and claimed the prize.
Hey, good for you, B Harm. I don't want to re-roll it, bro. I want you to get the
No,
prize.
I want to re-roll. I'm ready. It's time. Me and the chat is ready. Me
The
and the
chat
chat
is
are ready. We're ready. We're ready to go ahead and start chanting re-roll.
All right, we got this first half has been super exciting. Definitely the game of the day here between Cantu and Digital. Not like we didn't think that was going to be the case. This is a nice little matchup here. We got Digital coming out. He's got a minute left on the clock. He's been moving the ball pretty well here. Let's see if he can do it. He's on the 25-yard line. Ready to go. A little draw.
Ooh, huge hit stick right here. Who was that? What's the Smith, the linebacker?
Is that
Jalen Smith.
Roquan?
I think it was Jalen Smith. If I'm not mistaken, that's Jalen Smith.
Any Smith back there. Just watch out
And
for
then
him.
he's using the Cowboys jerseys. I'm almost willing to guarantee it was Jalen Smith.
He had a Vander Esch out there. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Walter Payton, little play action to Walter. Not much open here from Digital.
And then he throws a huge
Yeah,
interception
that's
there.
Very ill-advised. You hate to see it.
Man, now Digital's in trouble.
Calling out that Vander Esch, telling you how good that team of the year Vander Esch is, and right there he's going to go up and get it and make the play for you. Now,
that Vander Esch card is really, really good. He's a really big body. He gives you some really good animations, kind of those Anthony Barr-like animations that we all know and love. So Vander Esch is really, really good. He's one of those cards. He's a must-have linebacker card.
yeah, you hit it on the head with the nice pass. Nice pass, was able to hold on to the ball inbounds. Very nice 4-yard line, sideline catch there. Vander Esch, I was gonna say, you beat me to it. Very Anthony Barr-like. Gets
Yes.
the animations, gets the speed. Amazing hands back there. Here's the little difference though. I think Vander Esch might be an actual better football player than Anthony Barr in real life.
Me too.
So.
Huge high ball dot to Gronkowski.
Not retired yet. Telling you, Gronk out here making plays for Cantu. 19-7 as we head into the halftime here.
Who you guys like in this game? Do you think Digital can pull it together and win this game and fight his way back? Or do you like Cantu to close this game out?
I mean, personally, I think Cantu hasn't let many people score on him, as in no one has scored on him besides Digital.
Yeah, and that was on a blown bad coverage.
Yes. So unless that changes, unless we see some more blown coverages, we could see Cantu run away with this one. So let's see if Digital can make a move here.
I think one thing that Digital can, no matter what the results are of this game, he didn't even think he'd make it this far. He thought he'd be a first-round exit.
Right, yep.
And look, he's in the Final Four, and he's not out of this game. It's not looking good, but he's not out of this game yet.
Yeah, Digital has some big play ability in his pocket here, so that's what I'm looking for him.
Screaming.
What a screamer right up the middle. Wow.
Jalen Smith making another huge play. Got a little dollar crossfire 3 action.
That certainly puts a little hitch in Digital's plan for points before the half here.
Yeah, it is going to make it much tougher for Digital to get some points here before half now. I need to see some slide protection. Okay, we sliding left. I like it.
There you go. Good start, good start.
All right, great read.
Seems like if Cantu is not blitzing, the Digital's got plenty of time back there. He's getting the protection he needs on those 3- and 4-man rushes. Just needs to do something with that time right now.
Yeah, at this point, it's one of those situations where Cantu just really wants it to get out of this half without giving up anything crazy, because that's the last thing he wants. And Digital is about to take this vertical shot. It looks like Cantu is in cover 2, so it's possible that he could get a huge play, but he's not. And sack.
Yep. He wanted to go to Rice there. Rice was all hemmed up, double coverage. Crossing route was covered, and that defense was coming.
Cantu is looking really tough right now. He's looking like he's ready to join the big leagues.
If he hadn't have blown that first coverage there, we'd be talking about a 20-0 game here probably too.
Yeah, and Digital might have thrown in the towel, but game's not over yet. He still has fight left.
Who gets the ball? Who gets the ball first?
I believe Digital gets ball at half.
That's going to be big for him. It's a must-score situation when he comes out at halftime. All right, exciting game here, though. I like it. I like seeing lots of points on the board. Whoa, boy, Digi had a little screamer off the edge there.
And honestly, it was looking like he could have potentially got a turnover there, and that could have cost Cantu in this game. You don't want to beat yourself at this point if you're Cantu. You want to just play it smart and make sure you make wise decisions.
Bringing it out deep from the end zone here. Unbelievably. Almost has a shot here. Almost squeezes away for the return there, but gets it out to the 34-yard line. Digital, this is what we wanted to see out of that locker room, out of that halftime. Coach Digital must have talked to the players in there. Got him a little hyped there.
Coach Digital, he went and had that the halftime speech, and he's ready to go. He said he's going to get some points here.
Certainly this 34-yard line is going to help him out. A little play action. Digital showing us a lot of play action there. Missed tackle. Couldn't turn it upfield for even more yards there. Coming away with 2nd and 1. That's a shame. That was a lot more yardage to be had on that play.
At this point, you're in a situation where this is a free tournament. You didn't pay to enter this. You have nothing to lose in this situation. I would like to see him flip this play and run that to the wide side. It would have been a better call.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's going to lob it up to Jerry Rice. And
the GOAT comes down with it. That is exactly what we were talking about that we needed from Digital right here to make it an actual showing in this game. Unbelievable by the GOAT to come up and get it right there, man. We are going to go here.
We have a ball game. We have a ball game, people.
This is what this is the goodness. This is the goodness what we're looking for.
And now, if Digital can just come out and put together some defense, get the ball back, who knows? Who knows?
Whoo. Cantu's not used to this. He's had 0 points put up on him here. So.
He hasn't had to deal with this. He hasn't had to deal with a little adversity. He hasn't had to deal with a close game. I'm sure none of his games have been this close at this point in the game.
So in your career, tell me about a time that you've had to come back from adversity to win the game. What was on the stage, whether on the stage, not on the stage, but just, where you had to keep it together, focus to come from behind like this?
I think my most famous game, it's out there in YouTube. You can YouTube it if you like. It was me versus I'm Wild. And I was down 10 points with about a minute and a half left. I was down 10. I had the ball, and actually what he did was he kicked the ball deep to Deion Sanders. I ran it back. I ran the kickoff back, made it down 3, and then I kicked an onside kick because I didn't have any timeouts left. That's what it was. So I kicked the onside, got the onside, and then I bombed him up the middle to win the game, basically. And that was probably one of those situations where it was like, you're probably not going to win this game, but don't stop fighting.
Yeah.
And so that's really one of the biggest things is that you have to constantly have that mindset that you're going to win this game. You're going to win this game. You're going to win this game. And if you keep that mindset, then you can pull it out. That's really what it comes down to. And, you know, I got some fortunate breaks for sure, but you can't.
If
that
your
can't
mind
happen.
had been out of it,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have been set up for those opportunities.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
luck is half being in the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? It's luck. It's you have to make your own luck. You know what I mean? You have to be in the situation to even get those luck. And if your head is out of it and you're out of it, you're not even going to be in that situation. I think I remember that game. It was at ESL in Burbank, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to
No,
go
that
look it
game
up
was
on
in
YouTube,
Orlando.
though.
That game was Orlando. That was in Orlando at the Pro Bowl.
So it wasn't that long ago. I don't know. All these years are starting to melt together, man. I'm getting old. My brain's the first thing to go. So
Yeah, that was a great game. If you have time, guys, go and look at it on YouTube. It's out there. Just type in Boogs versus I'm Wild. And, yeah, that was a great game. That was one of the better games.
So
and more
rejoining-
entertaining games.
that like 10 down, you said? That's what we were very close to that situation
Yeah, I was
here
down
for
10.
Digital.
Digital's fighting.
Cantu kind of just doing the right stuff here, though. You know, he's got the ground game. He's still working right now, not making any weird mistakes. Just playing some solid football right now, running some clock. And I think that's about the best thing to do in this situation at the moment.
Yeah, you want to run some clock and play it smart. And, you know, you don't want to force anything right
Yep.
now.
He needs more
Don't
points.
put yourself
He
in a
wants
bad
more
situation.
points, but don't do anything crazy at this
and
point.
He's in field goal range. So he's in field goal range. He's in a really good situation. He's in a very, very good situation right now, as long as he doesn't get himself out of field goal range.
I'm always a guy for the underdog here, so I'm pulling for Digital a little bit, man. I'm telling you, he was the one thinking that first round exit. You got Cantu,
Yeah.
Hercules going through the field right here. I'm hoping Digital can pull this back here and see what's at least make it a great game here in the fourth quarter.
And huge shout out to the Black Beer NC in the chat saying, "Gotta get on that lion's mane." You know what lion's mane is? It's one of those. It's one of the medicinal mushrooms I was talking about.
Oh, is that it?
It's a
Oh.
medicinal mushroom. It's for the brain. It helps with mental focus, stuff like that.
So if I would have probably been able to use that tonight, probably.
It'll get you right. It'll get you right.
I mean, I might be able to stir my coffee with a mushroom, maybe, but I don't know about like actually drinking it in there. But that's
I mean,
about-
I get killed for it. People knock it. They haven't tried it. I would never steer the people. I would never steer the people wrong ever.
So if we put that portobello burger that we got in there into a coffee cup, you still couldn't pull it off?
No, I wouldn't touch it.
Okay. All right. Cool. I need some Lions Mang. Everybody's saying now. You got everybody on the Lions Mang in here.
Get
man.
your fours in the chat, people. It's fourth quarter. Can Cantu close this game out? A few people said Cantu will close the game out, but we had a lot more people in the chat rooting for Digital to pull out the upset and come back and fight to win this game.
Cantu has been he's been playing some really, really smart football here in the third quarter. If that continues, Digital's day is done. We've got 3 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. If Cantu keeps delivering these runs and getting 4 to 5 yards every single run, playing smart football, protecting that football, super important, protect the football right now, he's going to come out of here with the W, man, and get on to the finals.
Yeah, he's in a very good situation. He has a very good chance to pull out this game as long as he, plays it smart and doesn't do anything too crazy.
Can't say it enough. He's got to protect the football right now. And a turnover is the least thing Cantu wants right now. Digital has been showing he can move the ball down the field and in big chunks if he needed to there before the first half. So that's not what Cantu wants to do right now. Let's run that clock and put a dub on this one, man.
Pirate for booty. Yes, we were talking about shrooms in the chat. We talk about everything here on Friday Night Football. We talk about food. We talk about sports. We talk about our day.
We talk about Game of Thrones. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. It's still not the GOAT, but we talk about everything.
How about Endgame? You ready for Endgame?
I'm ready for Endgame.
Now we're talking.
Now
This is
we're
a big
talking.
month, bro. Big month.
This
there.
is a big month.
How about Shazam? You a Shazam or Hellboy guy? You seen either of those? Shazam? No.
No, I haven't seen it.
Hellboy that just came out. Big
I
month.
haven't
Big
seen-
month in
haven't
cinema.
seen either one.
Hey, we got a good football game back here. Let's get back to the football game. We got Cantu 20, Digital 14. Cantu playing some solid football, like you said he was going to do here. 2nd and 7, just driving the ball, working some clock. Might get out of here with some more points on the board, but he's probably feeling pretty good about his situation right now. Here we go. Zeke, he is feeding Zeke here basically from the 3rd quarter on. Just feed Zeke, and I don't think that's a bad strategy at all.
He's playing this game smart. He's taking so much clock. He's closing this game out very well. I'm assuming he's not even going to, even if he tried, going to be able to pick a play and hike it before the 2-minute warning. This is very, very smart Madden football right now.
So we've turned the chat into movie critics.
Yeah, this is what we do. We talk about everything.
I think they're saving some money for me because they're like, don't go see Hellboy. So you know what? I might save my $8 on that one and wait till it comes out on.
Yeah, you might not want to see Hellboy.
So thanks, chat. Thanks
I
for the
haven't
tip.
seen it, but I'm just going to go with the chat and assume they're right. The chat's always right.
I love the old one so much. Oh, and he's in for the score. Ezekiel Elliott right there. He's just feeding Zeke, and he's going to probably put the game away with this 6 points and then the extra point there.
Yeah, because although Digital put together a great fight, he hasn't really shown the ability to score efficiently versus Cantu yet.
Right. You've had Digital make some really big plays, but it's not been seemed to be almost designed the way he wanted him to, whereas Cantu going for 2 here just to make sure things are wrapped up, has been sticking to a game plan. Seems like, oh, my Lord, what a screamer there. No, 2 points for you, sir. So Digital puts a stop on the 2 points there and makes this a 26-14 game, just under the 2-minute warning. Cantu in complete control here of the semifinals.
All right, we're going to see what Digital can do. This right here, the game's not over, even though it's looking like he's in a very tough spot. Game's not over. He has 3 timeouts. The biggest thing is he's smart enough not to burn one of those timeouts.
He does have all 3 of those timeouts. Good call, Books.
You got to score. Sure. You have to score without burning the timeout. You really need to score without burning that timeout. And
I think Digital can do that. Like I said, he's shown the big play ability here. We'll see if he can build a drive, though. See if he's going to rely on a big play or he's going to rely on a couple drives.
Looking like he's going to try to take a shot here with the post route. He's motion snapping the post. He's expecting the bomb.
Got pretty good numbers.
He's going to throw it, maybe. Oh, he did not throw it. He threw it to the playmaker back to the middle of the field.
I think he had a couple opportunities downfield there. I think only one of his receivers was double covered. Both of the others were in single coverage. So winding down here, minute 51, no timeout yet from Digital. So this is very important, like you said, no timeouts before the score. Little dump down to Johnson.
That's fine. He just have to speed it up. He's going to go hurry up on this situation. So he can't do too many hot routes. You got to kind of make your hot routes and go. You can't do all this extra stuff. You don't have time for everything. You just have to kind of just go. Expect him to take a shot to the slot receiver.
Heat finally gets through on the right side edge there after some pretty good protection. Kind of young left-handed quarterback backpedaling to the right. I don't think he had quite the control he needed there because of backpedaling with the left-handed
huge 4
Steve
inches
Young.
right here.
This could be the game. It pretty much is the game. Chat's rooting for you, Digital Cantu. See if you can take it all the way to the finals here. Watch this Gates. Watch this Antonio Gates. Yeah, Watch this Gates right there. I told you.
He's liked him in those situations. He held on to it. He's looking like the Gates that Phillip Rivers has learned to grow and love. That security blanket in those tough situations.
He's been Digital has been using that Gates on that route to great success a few times tonight as well. So that's why I saw it coming.
That's his go-to play in tough situations like that. Good playmaker up.
Oh, Keyshawn
hit stick.
Oh, nasty. Just savage right there. He could have used that one.
But the biggest problem is Digital made the big mistake of
calling that timeout.
And now, he has to pretty much get an onside kick now. He can't get away with kicking the ball deep.
He's just burning so much time with all the pre-play adjustments, like you were saying, Bugs. He just had to burn that
Crossing route open. Wow. Get out of bounds. Don't try to make a play.
To the GOAT. To the GOAT. Wow, Bugs. I didn't see that coming, man. Nice toss and catch. All of a sudden, this is getting interesting again.
Stank Funk 74. No, you are not the only one that hasn't watched Game of Thrones. It's not as great as people put it out there to be.
Yes,
It's a very good show.
No, it's
a
the best
very
show
good
ever.
show, but it's not the best show ever.
It's
not.
It kind of is.
It's not.
Kind of is. I mean, are you
It's
more
a-
of like a
it's-
Chips guy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very long movie. That's what it is.
No, that's really.
It's a very long movie
It's like a
very long
48-hour long movie for sure.
with a lot of dull, dry moments.
So, I mean, I would take Game of Thrones over like Walking Dead or something, though. That's a show I think is a little overrated myself, but I don't know.
It's a very good show. I would never say it's not, but it's not the GOAT.
Yo, one hand. Oh my God! I thought he was going to come down with that ag one hand right there. Wow, Digital making it interesting here. Going to Big Gates out there. That's been his guy, been his man. Let's see if it'll happen. 3rd and 18. Just under a minute left, 24-yard line. We got Digital making a bid here to try and make it interesting versus Cantu. He's got to make some crazy stuff happen. I'm
Another
telling
sack.
you, that sack's
It's
not
tough.
good right
and
there.
the fact that he's burned a timeout.
Another
He's burned
timeout.
all his timeouts. At this point, it's going to be, even if he does get in the end zone here,
Gonna need a fluke, you
the
know?
chance of him getting an onside kick this year is so slim.
I have not seen many onsides this year.
I say it all the time on stream. I've gotten one all year long.
Yep.
And that one that I've gotten is the only one I've seen all year as well.
Our guy back in shotgun here. Walter Payton in the backfield, Johnson and Johnson, and then Rice in the slot. He's made some big plays with Rice and Gates today. See if he can pull off some late game magic. Playmaker at the Gates up the field. We
Slots
got
open. Great spin.
woo, little spin.
And the game continues.
Wow,
The game continues, people. Cantu, I want to see you play the sticks there. There's no reason to give that up. Send the dogs and play the sticks. You got to have Clouds out there. Play the sticks. And, or even if you're going to play coverage, play the sticks so you don't give that up. If he's going to get something, he's not going to get that. That is not what you want to give
That's
up.
the last thing right there. Out of bounds, stops the clock.
Pick.
Oh, that's what you want to see right there, Bugs.
Hey,
Oh.
Cantu pulled it out. GG's in the chat for Cantu and Digital. Digital put together a great fight. I'm not mad at what I like the fact that he fought his way back into the game and that he didn't just get 40-0. He didn't get skunked. He really fought from the beginning to the end. So respect to Digital. He said he was going to get first rounded and he did not. He's a great player. Well, he's a good player in this tournament, I should say. I don't want to throw
These are
grade
the kind
on
of
him.
games that are going to make you great, though,
Yeah,
right?
this is
Losses
what
are going to make you better.
great.
So.
The experience can make you great. We'll see what he can do in the future.
Yep, GG's in the chat for our guy Digital. Congratulations for making it all the way to the semifinals. There, like we've said a few times tonight, we kind of came in not knowing quite what to expect from a community-driven tournament. These guys haven't been in public on the sticks, maybe not even on stream before. Certainly not a prize purse like $1,000 on the line. Some impressive football nonetheless tonight, though, Bugs. And that game of the night so far between Digital and Cantu TV. Cantu TV moving on to the finals here very soon. Let me see. Who is he going up
Cody
against?
or Zodi.
Zodi 24. That's
Sorry,
right.
Zodi.
Is it secretly Cody? Is it secretly Rockets playing over there and not
Yeah.
producing? He's actually on the
Rockets
sticks.
is out here sneaking into the tournament, trying to pocket this $1,000. Man, we're
You're just trying to win the giveaway in the chat. He's
Yeah,
like
we're-
trying to win the giveaway.
Yeah,
you
we're
know?
about to riot my head. I mean, this is what they're doing to us. But Zodi, good luck. Cantu, good luck. We'll be right back. We'll be doing another giveaway right after the break.
Giveaways. That's the G word they were looking for right there, my man. We'll be back.
Burgers, donuts, Niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
All right, guys, we're back. We are getting down to the very final game. It's down to the nitty gritty now. We're about to find out who's going to win $1,000. There are no consolation prizes, no NIT
No second
tournaments,
place, no third place, no
second
podium.
place, no podium, no none of that. We're getting right to the action. And also, if you haven't been active in the chat, get active in the chat because it's that time. It's time for another giveaway.
That's right, baby. Who we got left on the giveaway train here?
The limited guy.
Oh, the limited one, though.
The limited one. That's right, Steve Young.
We've been seeing him in action a little bit tonight.
We've seen him in action a little bit tonight. So, yes, it's that time for that next giveaway. And if you don't claim your prize, you know what we do.
You know what we got to do. So you got to be following the channel, guys, be active in chat, and be a positive force for good. And we are jumping in here to some finals action on Friday Night Football, the Saturday version presented by Mudhead, sponsored by Grubhub. Big shout out to Grubhub. And we got a breakaway run right off the bat by Zeke. He is feeding Zeke, and Zeke is eating.
Burgers, donuts, niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.
Yo, Zeke walking into the end zone like Vince McMahon walking into work on Monday morning with that strut. What a run.
I like it. We started off with a bang with a huge touchdown from Cantu. Cantu has been dominant. Can Zodi put an end to this? Can Zodi put an end to this Cantu just run?
Hey, I'm praying. Thoughts and prayers with Zodi. I'll tell you.
Thoughts and prayers with Zodi.
Because Cantu has been running through the field. We saw Digital put up a heck of a fight last game, but hey, what a start for Cantu right here. If he can keep that going,
Man.
who knows what could happen. But we got Zodi here, who also has a stud halfback in Barkley. You know, we could see a good little run game matchup in here. Not based off of that first play, though, Bugs, right there.
Yeah. Not at all. We have some good action, man. I just want to see if Zodi's going to fight, if he's going to show some fight, and if he's going to slay the dragon. Because so far, Cantu has been the dragon on this bracket. Who do you guys like in the chat? Do you like Cantu to win this tournament and win $1,000, or do you like Zodi to pull off the upset? And Zodi has a touchdown.
Oh, this is looking...
It's underthrown.
Oh,
underthrown. He had a touchdown, too. It was a great read. Who's his quarterback? Because whoever it is, I don't want that guy on my field.
Yeah, he threw it way short, but look who was back there for the pick and coverage. Shazier back there playing safety-like defense, coming down with the pick, and Cantu already in control of this game in the first quarter with the touchdown and then the interception.
Cantu has that man. He has Cam. He has Superman out there.
Flying, baby. Took off for a little flight there.
Man, that was rough because Zodi, honestly, he made the right read.
He did.
That guy was open that he threw to. His quarterback just couldn't make the throw. I don't remember who was quarterback. I think I saw someone in the chat say he had Baker Mayfield.
That's impossible. Don't you ever say that again.
That wasn't a pick because I didn't see Mel Blunt blanketing the receiver.
Wow. Oh, my Lord. Zodi coming down with a pick in return. Touche.
Zodi with the fight. Oh, it was Patrick Mahomes.
I was gonna say, but I was like, man, I don't want to be wrong about Mahomes underthrowing a deep pass.
Patrick Mahomes, he normally has like 99 throw power. What's up? What's up? What happened to Patrick Mahomes? They glitched him out?
He didn't get away that time. I'll tell you what, the stud DeMarcus Ware, longtime Dallas Cowboy, got through there and hemmed himself up a little Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, bro, you kidding me? 99 throw powered, 99 throw deep Mahomes should have got that throw done. And like you said, when you said he had a touchdown, I thought it was money too. I thought it was in there for sure.
Yeah,
and
I thought for sure it was a touchdown.
Last thing I thought was going to happen was an underthrow from Mahomes.
Yeah. Huge shout out to my brother Dub Dot in the chat, man. That's another pro player. If you guys do not know who that
Dubby
is,
Needed is in here, bro.
in
What
the
is
chat,
up, Dub? My guy, Dub.
You know, we have pro players in the chat enjoying some amateur guys, some MUT community guys grind it out for $1,000. Like, this is dope.
Yo, Dub, we've had some good games tonight, bro. For real. Oh, what a dump in there to Shockey. Is that Jeremy Shockey? Oh, no, Evan Ingram with the speed getting down the field. I was going to say, I don't think Shockey's got that kind of speed to get down there. Nice little pitch and catch, though, by Zodi. Zodi is not done. He is here to fight. He wants that $1,000. He wants to head back on the Mudhead forums tomorrow and make that post saying, boys, I did it. So he's here to fight. Barkley is going to be a key to that, but I tell you, that Smith is just getting back there and getting him this game.
Exactly. And guys, in the chat, I've been seeing a lot of guys say, how do I get into a tournament like this? Well, this tournament was for the community. This was for the Mudhead community guys who are most active on Mudhead. We all go on mudhead.com and look at our rosters, look at the new players coming out. Whatever you use Mudhead for, get active on mudhead.com, be a longtime member of the community, make comments on the forums, whatever the case may be. And that's how you become available or become eligible, I should say, for a tournament like this. And you also could not have participated in a MCS tournament or a Friday Night Football or a Mudhead League.
Yeah, I mean, the new guys have to come from somewhere, Bugs. I mean, they just don't grow on trees. They have to, guys like Dreeny come from somewhere, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's how you get guys like that. We need to build the community. We need to get other guys involved. The guys that are in the chats all the time saying, I can beat those guys. Yep. Okay, well, here's your chance to win $1,000. Show that you can beat the guys that are on your level first, and then maybe show that you can beat guys that are above your level, you know, and that's how you step it up.
And the good thing about tuning into something like the Saturday version of Friday Night Football here is you could be the first guy to watch Cantu win a bracket, and he could be the next guy wearing a belt over his shoulder. I mean, not the next guy. Yeah. I mean, the next guy to be wearing that belt over his shoulder. And you could say, I was there. I was there with Guru and Boogs watching the first time Cantu worked his way through a community bracket.
Exactly. Like this is how you build guys like this up.
We got a winner, my friend. We got a winner. I think here for our limited G-Dub8210. Congrats, my man. You're going to be throwing some lefty dots with Steve Young.
Yeah,
bro.
Make sure you go and claim your prize, G-Dub. Make sure you go into your whispers and claim the prize.
I mean, the chat certainly doesn't want you to do that, but we want you to do that, please.
No, I'm with the chat.
Okay.
I'm ready to chant reroll.
My heart would be so sad for homie if he didn't win. So my heart goes out to him. I want him to get it. Hey, I love you though, Chad. I love you too. You know me. You know me. We're gonna get a Kahuna done before we get out of here. Don't you worry.
Huge shout out to G-Dub for winning. Congrats, my brother. But I'm also with the chat as well. we want to re-roll.
I'll hand you your torch. I'll hand you your pitchfork.
We want to roll. We want to re-roll.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We're rejoining Cantu here in Zodi in the second quarter. We're winding down almost to the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 8. Cantu looking to be in control right now, but we got Zodi driving. Or no, excuse me, Zodi's on defense right now. I just saw his LT out there who's really stamped his mark on the tournament today. LT just everywhere. Yeah,
that LT has been making plays on every team that he's been on. He's been making, all kinds of plays, causing fumbles, getting huge sacks. He got a safety in one game. Man, that LT card, that's one of those cards you want to have on your team.
Yeah, he's just huge. He's got all three of what I call the holy trinity. He's got the block shot, he's got the finesse move, and he's got the tackling there too. So he's got really everything. The finesse moves as well, excuse me.
And Zodi has the Tier 10 Giants Kim boosting up his entire All-Giants team.
That makes a lot of sense. Wow, awesome. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense with the number of Giants we're seeing out here, the way Saquon's running that ball. We got Landon Collins back there, Hawkins, so that makes a lot of sense. We were talking about theme teams earlier, so that's good to know that he's out there with that full Giants Kim boosting him up.
Yeah, me and W were talking about theme teams earlier, man. I think it sucks that I feel like a Lions-themed team would really kind of suck. I feel like my team wouldn't be as good as it should be. Huge drop.
Lord.
And then a pick.
Talking about Collins back there. There he goes. Right with the pick, right on demand. That boosted theme team, Giants team, putting in some work back there. I love the Collins. Yeah, man, I don't know if that Lions team. I don't know either,
like
man.
who do I use her? We really don't have a blazing fast guy that I can use her that would be on the Lions team. Not that I can think of right now.
I got that Demario Davis I run back there on the Browns team. Wicked, bro.
Yeah, we need
good.
We need some glitchier Lions theme cards. Don't get me wrong. We have Calvin. We got Barry. We got Night Train Lane and LeBeau. But we really don't have a safety that I can use her to get glitchy with, or a linebacker I can use her. I need a Gerard Davis to get a glitchy card. I need something. I got linemen. I got offensive players. I got skill players, except for the safety.
Nice.
You got the best quarterback though.
Little possession.
We do have that.
Possession catch there for the first down. Mahomes to Gronk with the possession catch. Gets down. Gets the first down yardage. Clocks keep ticking here.
We do have free safety Calvin. Never mind. Lions team is glitchy. I digress.
You can put it on both sides of the ball there, too, with the out of position. So you could run both of those. So you're in business. Where's your Stafford? Where's your Mega Stafford this year, bro? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, you guys haven't really been treating Stafford right.
Don't say you guys anymore.
Yeah.
Don't even say you guys anymore.
My bad. I forgot.
Man, why there's so many Browns? I can't tell you anymore. Don't know.
Nice dot up the middle of the field. Who was that caught that? Odell?
Yo, I thought Jones was going to snag that for a minute.
I mean, if we're going to go with the all Giants team, we got to get Pat Mahomes out of there. Where's Eli at?
Yes. Oh, boy. He's worried about being replaced in the upcoming draft. That's where Eli's at right now. Awesome, man. We are cranking away here. We are closing in on halftime. Cantu playing some pretty good defense here.
And Zodi has been holding his own so far. He hasn't allowed the game to get out of control yet. Like, he's holding his own, fighting right now.
And I tell you, in the first minute of the game, we thought it might have was going to get out of control.
Yeah, it was starting to look like it might get out of control. But hey, Zodi's showing some backbone right now. He's fighting.
That's what you got to do when you come out and you take a big punch in the mouth right off the bat. You got to, take a big deep breath, reset, and then go at it again.
Exactly. A little bit of cover one action right here. Nice dot. Great read. Great decision. He saw the cover one action and knew that his in route was going to be open instantly. As soon as that in route broke, that was a high level read right there. That was great anticipation.
Quick throw. Got it out of his hands. Super quick. Had some great protection up front.
These guys may not be pros, but these guys, they have some skill too. Like, and that's one thing that you can't take for granted. Like, that was a high level throw right there. That was great anticipation.
The timing was beyond perfection. Was running out of time right there. Oh man!
But then that was a scary one.
Yikes! Protection of the ball here in the late first half, Zodi, would be recommended here. We need you with some points before we go into the locker room,
guys. For those asking about the power ups, as soon as halftime breaks. As soon as it gets halftime, we will show you the power-ups. We will show you the power-up reveal so that you got anyone that missed it earlier when we showed it earlier, you will get a chance to see what the power-ups were.
There's some impressive ones in there between, obviously, the community requested Juju Smith for the past umpteen months wanting Juju. He's coming your way tomorrow. You got a nice little mix of Antonio Gates in there, a couple linemen in there, and then Derwin James power-up as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that Derwin James is going to sneak onto my Madden Bowl field.
Hey, big shout out to the chat for hanging with us here through all these games. We are currently in the finals of our Saturday version of Friday Night Football presented by Mudhead and sponsored by Grubhub, the nation's largest online food delivery company with 95,000 restaurants in over 1,700 cities. Redeem that offer you see in the chat tonight using code TOUCHDOWN for $10 off your first ever Grubhub order of $15 or more. We're here grubbing. We got Boogs on the desk. We got me on the desk grubbing it up here with you guys running through what is turned into a very, very interesting bracket, sir.
Yeah, it's been very entertaining to just watch these guys go at it. Zodi and Cantu has shown themselves to be the best two in the bracket, and I'm excited to see this second half as this last 10 seconds close out the game or close out the half.
We almost thought that Cantu was going to come in and run away with this one, and that Digital was going to be the only one that actually gave him a fight here because just the way that Cantu just rushed through that first part of the bracket. But he's gone up against some tough competition here in Zodi, who's also made it to the finals.
Yeah, Cantu, for those that are just coming in, Cantu has scored He pretty much, donutted his first two opponents, and then his third opponent in the final four was Digital. He pretty much dominated that game as well. He's it looks like he has a dot.
Oh,
And
and
he
gets
catches
the
it.
animation, comes
That
down
was
with
huge.
it. Wow, unbelievable. That was 60 yards in the air. Seemed like it.
Wow.
That was amazing, man.
Wow.
What were you seeing? Because it seems like you knew that was going to happen right before it did happen.
So once I saw the coverage, the play that he called PA post shot, it just the way that play sets up with the post going towards from the wide side, it just kind of it's a big play. But here are the power up cards for anyone that missed it. You have Derwin, you have Vinatieri, Rick Wagner, Chubb, guys like that.
Chubb came on really strong at the end of this season under the tutelage of Von Miller. That's quite a combo they got in Denver on those sides there, buddy.
Yeah, that Chubb is a really good card. He's been really good all year long and very consistent.
Yeah, when the Browns called Chubb, when they drafted Chubb, I'm like, wrong Chubb. I wanted the other Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty stoked we got Nick, too. Obviously brothers, Nick and Bradley Chubb.
Yeah. What?
Football family. Football.
I think it's safe to say you guys got the wrong Chubb, but it is what it is.
I don't know if it's safe to say that. I mean,
You don't think so?
I mean, he was pretty much second best halfback in the league last year. Besides
Second best halfback in the league.
I mean, Barkley, as far as let's just say rookies are concerned, he was just behind Saquon. Had
Second best rookie.
better run after contact than Saquon actually, but didn't catch the ball like Saquon. But still,
Okay.
saying I like the Chubb we got. I do.
Chat, it's time. It is time.
Are you getting what you want? Is the chat getting what
It's
they
time,
want?
chat. Y'all know what time it is.
Reroll.
Spam those rerolls in the chat. It's time. We're about to reroll the giveaway. We have the limited edition
Rip G-Dub.
Steve Young. My guy G-Dub did not want to claim his prize. It's reroll time, baby.
The chat is elated.
I knew we wouldn't make it through a whole tournament without it, baby.
Can't. It's impossible. 4th and 18 here by Zodi. He's feeling some pressure. Third quarter. Getting the pick right there. Bad read.
That was a bad read.
Earl Thomas is going up pick city right there. That's going to just really hurt Zodi's chances of coming back here at the end of the game. He still has a lot of time. He can make a stop here, get the ball back, but he's got to make a stop right here, right now.
Yes. Yeah, right now it's tough for him. You gotta get on it and lock up here. But
He
then
can't
he
do
needs
that.
Never mind.
Whoa!
We both thought that was a touchdown, but
On second Gronk, maybe it is time to retire. He's dropping that one. Oh, my Lord, bro. Wow, that was going to wrap the game up right there. That was going to be GG's in the chat. Zodiac gets a new life here.
And he
on
gives
this
it to him
second
again.
10.
He gives it to him again.
Doesn't work the first time? Do it again. Tell you what, he's like, Gronk is going to catch this one.
Go right back to it. Sometimes you have to do that because your opponent, you have to test your opponent sometimes. And if you feel like your opponent might give it to you again, do it again.
Bugs, I hate to tell you, that was wide open 2 times in a row. So
wide open.
Why not do it?
GG's in the chat. We did have Aaron Juggernaut. Aaron Juggernaut is the winner.
A Aaron? Is it an E Aaron or an A Ron?
ERANT. So GG's in the chat. He won the giveaway for the Steve Young, but it's not necessarily over yet. We might get another reroll.
I know that's true. So stay tuned. Stay tuned here.
Go and claim your prize. But he's in the chat right there.
Oh, you see him in the chat? Well, I mean, the job's
He just
half done
commented.
then.
I mean, all right. I'll tell you this. I know you've heard it 1,000 times. Go ahead and claim your prize. Congratulations to you. Enjoy that Steve Young. But it's not over yet. We still have another giveaway
Trust
to
me, bro.
go. He said
It
no
doesn't-
reroll.
It doesn't matter how
No
many times you
reroll.
say something. Let me just tell you, it doesn't matter.
Juggernaut, I feel like you should be a man of the people and just say, forget it. Reroll it.
For the people.
For the people. If you're a man of the people, Juggernaut, you'll say reroll right now.
I'm watching for it. I have a feeling it's not coming, though.
It's not coming.
We got Cantu Zodi here in the last 2 quarters of tonight's Friday Night Football, Saturday version of it, presented by Mudhead. 3rd and 10. I mean, Zodi on the run here. We'll see what happens, but he's got a long way to go here to claw himself back into this one.
Yeah, he's in a very tough situation now. He's going to have to play flawless Madden football right now in order to win this game. And he's going to need a little bit of luck as well.
Yep.
Because I feel like Cantu is pretty much outplaying him at this point. So unless things just drastically change, it's going to be a really tough road.
Cantu been the absolute dark horse in this tournament, running wild through the first couple stages there, and then just a great showing here in the finals. Great game in the semifinal, though, versus Digital there. And we got another great game here for the finals. What a hit.
Again.
Yo, this Smith is everywhere, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to be looking hard at Jalen Smith.
Yeah, that Jalen
for
Smith's
my
been making
team.
plays. He's been standing out. When you watch Madden, there's always certain cards that kind of stand out when you're watching the games, and that Jalen Smith has been standing out for sure.
Zeke, he's just feeding Zeke, and Zeke is eating. There's another 6-yard rush for Zeke. He's up to 60 yards on the day now. 1 TD, 6 rushes total. So he is just being fed and getting the job done from Cam Newton and crew here on Cantu's team.
Yeah, it's time to just milk this clock right here. I want to see 3 straight runs. Do not pass the ball whatsoever.
Run number 1, just keep feeding Zeke, get the corn flakes out, pour the milk on it, and we'll just let him do his thing.
Exactly. Just keep running the ball, and do not hike this ball before the 1 second mark.
Zeke from the Ohio State University Buckeyes. Swishing a
Hazy 101 in the chat. What's up? How you doing, man?
Chat just still rocking here this evening, 10 o'clock. We got 11 p.m. Eastern time. Chat still just going crazy in here. Thank you, guys. It would not be possible without you guys tonight. And community, certainly the community tournament, not possible without you guys. Get on the Mudhead. It's never too late. Make yourself an account. Start chatting. Be one of the community. We've got a great community out there. The guys are always very willing to help each other out. And yeah, it's welcome anybody. So get in there, start posting, make yourself a nice little profile, and you might find yourself in one of these community tournaments on Saturday night.
Exactly. Wheezy66, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
I thought you said Tweezy at first, and I was about to be like, what?
Nah, Wheezy. Wheezy, baby. Shout out to Wheezy66. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to the 7,200 people we have watching some Friday Night Football, the Saturday edition. Man, it's been great. This community tournament is so dope to watch. And, I'm excited for stuff like this.
Shaky in the chat definitely saying loving the commentation, loving the play-by-play by Bugs and I. Thank you, man. We definitely appreciate that as well. We've got Cantu putting up the field goal here to go ahead 24-3. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Zodi is going to have to get out the magic wand, pull rabbit out of the hat for this one. It looks like we're almost done here, Bugs.
Yeah, we're almost done, but do not leave yet, because we still got that kahuna.
Yeah.
We still got that kahuna coming.
Never leave before the kahuna.
Actually, you might as well leave, because I can tell you, I've already picked a winner. His name is
Bugs. Will you split the winnings with me, bro?
Yeah, I'll split the winnings.
Okay, cool. You take 2, I'll take the other 2.
Just send me a tag. I'll send you half the players, and
Do we got Beach Boys all queued up and ready for the kahuna giveaway? I was just wondering. No? Okay, no big deal. We can do it anyway. Sounds good, guys. We got this game. Oh, my
huge fumble.
Lord.
It
Last
was like
thing
another
that Zodi
turnover.
needed. Last thing Zodi needed.
Man, it's looking like it's over for Zodi. My guy Zodi fought so hard. Unfortunately, there are no consolation prizes, so no participation trophies.
Yeah, Zodi went through Voodoo 2, 21-0. Rio Thrower, he had a great game that we watched versus Rio, 10-9 there. Then went up against Mikey D, who we were talking to in chat a little bit early, 13-6. So Zodi has played some really great games. That one against Rio was very entertaining. And then now in the finals of what is probably, I don't know Zodi, but could be his first tournament that he's ever played in. So I mean, you throw your hat into the circle and you make the finals.
Yeah, and I think it's probably safe to say this is his first tournament for this amount of money. $1,000 is it's not chump change. And we have the fourth quarter, and although it's looking rough, definitely get your fours in the chat. Spam those fours in the chat. And let's see if Zodi can pull out a miracle.
Get your fours up in the chat, guys. Let's see what we can do for Zodi here. Send him our positive energy through
send him
the
the energy.
interwebs, and let's get him some more points before he gets out of here at least. Guys, the chat's super looking forward to that Kahuna giveaway. Certainly my favorite time of day on Madden Daily Drops. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Kahuna means guru. Just saying. So we're going to be putting that out for you guys.
That same pass up again.
I mean, if you're just going to give him Gronk down the seam like that all game, just take it. Just take it.
Yeah, you take it over and over and over again. And I think it's safe to say Cantu is the very first Mudhead community champ.
Congratulations to
Cantu. If I stand corrected, then correct me. But I think this one is safe to say it's over.
Hey, a cool K in your pocket right there for a couple games of Madden. Not too shabby for a Saturday night.
That's not too bad for a Saturday night. What do you think he's going to spend that $1,000 on?
That's interesting. $1,000. I think that's going right back in the Madden Ultimate Team. Right into into a bundle or two.
Yeah, he's going to go buy a couple bundles. Man.
I don't know, man. What else do you think here? What would you do with $1,000 right now?
$1,000 right now. Me and the wife would take a nice little date. A little date night, something like that.
There you go. Now I was gonna say I would take you out on a date tonight, and we would go crazy. Let's go right now. $1,000, Bugs. Let's go. Let's hit the town. Huntsville, Alabama is ours tonight. Let's go.
Pick. Hey, give my guy Goo $1,000 so we can go out tonight and have fun on Goo's dime.
$1,000 wheatgrass shots.
1,000 on wheatgrass
There
shots.
we go.
That wouldn't be a bad date either.
Yo, this Jalen Smith just giving people fits all day long from Cantu. Right there, no different. Comes down with the interception, and this is just Zeke's game right now. Cantu going to come out of here with the dub, get the championship for Friday Night Football, the Saturday version for Mudhead here. Tips the cap to you. We'd still got 3 minutes here left, but I'm telling you, anything short of Harry Potter showing up, this one's done.
Yeah, great fight by Zodi. Even the fact that he's fighting through this, it's $250 left. He said it's $1,000 on the line. He ain't quitting. He said he's not rage quitting. He said Cantu's gonna have to finish him off. If Cantu wants this $1,000, Cantu's gonna have to finish him off.
Well, that's a good way to do it right there.
But yeah.
He tried the hurdle. Got stood completely up by Earl Thomas. Forced back by 1 yard, but very good run there by Zeke. And just not much changing here from Cantu's scheme. He's just going to hand the ball to Zeke and put this one away.
Yeah, Cantu played great, man. He's played great all turning long. And he deserved it. He's the best player.
He's not even, hats off to Cantu. He's not running up the score right now. He's running the ball. He's being pretty gracious, in my opinion. He could be airing it out right now. He's not doing that. He's just feeding Zeke. I don't even think he hit the sprint button right there to get into the end zone. So
yeah, he just walked into the end zone. It was too easy.
55 Studwell calling for Dick Dale while we do the Kahuna giveaway. We know he was a watcher of those Saturday Madden Daily Drops. Big shout out, man. Thank you. I appreciate all the love in the chat. Can't tell you enough what it means to me, guys. This has been my first time on the mic commentating a game on Twitter. I've done a couple little different red zones on my Twitch channel, but
we need more of this. We need more goo in the booth, man. Make it happen.
Hey, the boss man's back there, so hey, we're getting a thumbs up. So that's pretty good.
We need more goo in the booth, man.
I love it.
Make it happen. Me and the community riot.
Love it. I love Huntsville, Alabama. This has been a great town. I come here a lot for the Mudhead parties and just working with Mudhead in general. Like I've said a few times during the broadcast, always roll out the red carpet. It's a cool little town, man. Little restaurants, parks, and great little community as well. We saw a lot of them out there. The town was on fire today, so it was pretty cool getting out there and seeing all of that. And yeah, so I hope to be back here very soon and in front of you guys for this. It's been a blast. Can't tell you enough.
It's been great, man. As this game is kind of closing out, man, it's been really great. It's really fun to call these games. Call these games with you, man, and just to watch some community Madden, man. This has been a fun night.
When I heard that I got to call a game with you tonight, I got so excited because I know you and I have gotten a chance to talk a few times in the past. Not lately. I haven't talked to you lately.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Right, but back when competitive Madden was just getting off the ground again, you and I certainly spent a lot of time talking to each other out on the West Coast in Burbank, and the future of competitive Madden and just the feels that we were talking about. I was like, hey, this is going to get big, bro. Like we had that feeling. You know what I mean? So it's amazing to see how far it's come, where we are. Where we are since then. You're going to go get yourself a belt here pretty soon.
Yeah, we have about 2 weeks, or actually 13 days exactly when it starts. It should be a fun time. Hopefully you guys are in the chat, spamming away, yelling re-roll, whatever it is. I don't care. Just have my back in the chat, please. And we're gonna go get it done.
Dude, we will definitely be out there in full support. I will definitely be watching. I'm hoping to be out there
in the chat. Belt for Bugs in the chat. That's what I want to see.
There you go. What is it?
Somebody said belt for Bugs.
There you go. Belt for Bugs. I like it. Good hashtag.
But yeah, man. Hopefully we can see you out there, man. And we can have some fun out there and then celebrate that belt.
Yeah, see if it works. Definitely go out. And I was asking if there's anything you could mix with your wheatgrass drinks that I might be interested in, but I don't know if that can happen or not.
No, not really. But I do drink kombucha as well. If anyone knows what that is, that's fermented tea. And we with the fermented tea, basically, it's becoming a popular thing, and a lot of guys are mixing that into grown-up beverages. Yeah. They're doing a little bit of that, mixing it in a little bit.
All right, guys, we are back. That concludes the game. What a night of community football here from the Mudhead headquarters in Huntsville, Alabama. Boy, Bugs and I have been having an amazing time. Thank you guys so much. But it is time to do this Kahuna giveaway. Surf's up in the chat for the Kahuna giveaway right now.
It's time?
Is it? I'm not jumping the gun, am I? Okay, I was going to say, I get excited when the Kahuna starts coming up. I can't help it. Sorry.
It's time.
So we're going to do all that stuff, right? We're going to do the Tier 4 egg. We're going to do the Ultimate Legends. And we're going to do the JJ Watt for one lucky winner out there. Be active in the chat. Be sure you're following the channel and be a positive force for good. Again, Surf's up in the channel. Great to see you guys tonight, man. A little throwback here.
It's time.
Love giving the house away. It's one of my favorite things to do. So
it's always fun to give. If you aren't happy when you're giving, something's wrong. I've never given something. Just give. I've never gave and felt bad.
Yeah. You really can't.
It's almost something impossible. Inside where you just get happy and excited, man. It's an amazing thing. Let's roll that. Let's roll that giveaway. I'm excited to know who's going to win it.
I have a feeling that we won't be re-rolling the Kahuna.
Yeah, there's no way we re-roll the Kahuna.
They've got to be in chat right now. They have to be watching
and
right now.
And the winner is Chuck Tuck 3. My guy.
I'm going to check the chat. Are you in here?
GG's in the chat.
He's got to be here.
Congrats to my guy, Chuck Tuck 3, man. It's been fun, for sure.
Hopefully he responds here. We're getting our messages from the peeps above here, whether they respond or not. We're actually not responding. I usually have to do all of this myself, sitting there, one man banding it. It's nice. We got a crew tonight. I got a co-pilot tonight, or he's the pilot. I don't know which. I don't know. We're both flying together though.
It's been fun. It's been a fun night. Fun to be able to watch these guys play. Huge congrats to Cantu, man. Cantu balled out all tournament long, and it was great to see what everyone was doing, and great to see guys just compete and do something that they probably never done before.
So just a big shout out to everybody competing tonight: Frozen Bones, Glimmer, Mikey D, Aqua Inferno, Voodoo 2, Zodi 24, Rio Thrower, JMC Insanity, Larky Motion, Shazzy, Top Dog 23, Digital Champion, Yellow. I nailed this name the first time I said it. Yellark Aka. I think I got it. I don't know. Don't message me if I messed it up. Sorry. I apologize. Bones, Cantu TV, and Metal Mike 526 all in the tournament tonight. Got all the way down to Zodi 24 and Cantu TV. Cantu taking it all the way home for the grand tonight. So what a night here from the Mudhead headquarters. And he did reply his message.
Yeah, it won't be a reroll.
No reroll.
No reroll.
Sorry, boys.
I just say this, though, chat. This has been amazing. It's been fun. Support stuff like this, and hopefully we can continue to make stuff like this happen. The more support happens, the more of a guarantee it makes it. Because I see everybody saying we want more goo. The way you guarantee that is getting my guy, is by supporting my guy and supporting stuff like this. And, you know, I'll just let you sign it off, say what you want to say to the people before we go.
That's it, man. Again, just an absolute humbling experience being invited back out here. Absolutely honored to be back in front of you guys. You have no idea how much it means to me to be able to stream to you guys, to be able to talk Madden with you guys, to be able to just hang out with you guys and chop it up in the chat. I just tell you, it is so important to me. So thank you guys so much. Look for me on Twitch. Look for me on Twitter. I'll be back out there. And then hopefully back in the booth with you very soon, my friend.
I look forward to it. Till then, I catch y'all next Friday on Friday Night Football at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll catch y'all later.
Thank you, guys.
Burgers, donuts, Niçoise salad.
Delivering from over 95,000 restaurants nationwide. If you want it all, you can get it all. Grubhub, restaurants you love delivered.